Okay, ladies and gents, are we live? All right. Are we all good? Better be. Okay. So we are getting started, and I am going to post in my Discord as well as tweet. Okay. Boop. You know, the biggest question I always get asked is, how come other people's sorcerers don't do quite as well as mine does? And I find that most often the result is actually almost entirely due to gear or improper playstyle. Sad as it is to say, it is those two factors. So, greetings everybody. Hello. Well, I I do drive an automatic most of the time. Okay. Let's get all my inventory sorted and everything. Do we have a Helltide on right now? No, we do not, so that's okay. Lol. Did you just put Bob John in timeout? Poor Bob John. Oh well. But hi Bob. Welcome to the timeout box. Well, yeah, I mean true, but still. Jesus Christ, poor Bob John got insta-marked. Anyway, just so you know, yeah, well, this is pretty normal for you, Bob John, but you know, you just say hello like a normal person next time, yo. But yes, welcome everybody. I hope you guys are ready to enjoy the show. I'll be playing my Sorcerer, of course, and showcasing some stuff while I'm in chill out mode, mostly because I'm still recovering. I'm not 100% well, as you can tell, but I will be alright, and we will carry on having a good time. Now, we're still going to hit the Malignant Tunnels first. Why? Because they are not only very effective when you first enter World Tier 4, but yeah. That's okay, Boog. Exercise your power. Spawn camped. Hey, Matt. Good morning. Poor Bob. So, I'm still recovering, but good news is I no longer have a fever. So, much like what I said this morning, no more fever. I still have my cough and everything, but like it's not that serious. So, I'm just gonna keep to chill out mode. That way it doesn't get too bad. I can't do my normal hype stuff, but yeah, that's all right. Things will be like this for a little while, but I'm sure that you guys don't mind. And we still had really good viewership this morning, so should be quite alright. Now, I'm in World Tier 4 right now. Enemies are about 10 levels above me, which is the best ideal stipulated rank. Okay, all enemies should be 10 levels above you in World Tier 4, if you want to do well, right? And what we're doing is, as we always do when we first enter a new world tier, we do some Malignant Tunnel farming. Why? It's a great way of getting hearts that are suitable for your current level. And we are looking for a Barber Heart, but of course, that can be pretty difficult to find. But this is also a great time for people to, you know, usually when I start the stream, right, I've got less viewers in chat, so it's actually a perfect time for me to talk about a lot of things, and also to teach some important techniques. Sometimes when there's too many people already at the stream, it's a bit hard to teach these techniques, but what I want people to realize is to learn what I'm doing. As you can see, I am making great use of my of my defensive skills, but I'm not spamming them. I don't just jump in and throw all of them at once, which I think is what a lot of people end up doing. And it's actually what results most often in you guys... Well, I don't mean you guys as in my viewers, but it's what most likely results in a lot of sorcerers doing very poorly in combat, because they have the spam mentality when you shouldn't be having that mentality. Careful management of cooldowns is actually one of the best ways that you can actually do well, and it's actually one of the most important things that you guys need to be aware of. When playing the Sorcerer, that is actually one of the biggest factors in actually surviving combat. What do I mean? Take a look at what I do. Why am I casting my basic skill? Because it just so happens that I do have the aspect of might. Yeah? All of these simple reasons are all of these little things are how I synergize my builds, so that when I'm in combat, everything that I do has a purpose. From the basic attacks to the actual defensive skills that I use. Basically, you need to preserve yourself in a variety of different ways, and by doing so, you can drastically increase your damage, whether it's to an elite, boss, whatever. And combine that with the Barber Heart, things get pretty good pretty fast. And this is a very simple secret. Oh, I'm not fully well, Tiago, but I am back to entertain you all. Also, I need, you know, to make some money, so I better be back, right? How you doing today? All right. Welcome, everybody. So other than that short teaching segment, I'm gonna keep chat mostly to a minimum. But I hope y'all will enjoy anyway. I'll be leveling, grinding, and of course, I'll answer questions when I can. Yes, welcome back, Bob John. Don't forget to like and share the stream, by the way, guys. If you do that, not only is it free, it is a great big help to me as a streamer and a content creator. As a smaller content creator, the early likes and shares are so crucial, so hit that button for me if you can. Help spread the word of the stream. It's free, and the more that people spread the word about the stream, the faster I can start to make more content for you guys, because it will basically allow me to earn more revenue, therefore meaning that I can afford more things, more content comes out. So don't neglect the power that you guys have, even just liking and sharing. It's a big help. Okay, I went there, so let's go to the inner court. Yeah, some very interesting things coming, I reckon, Tiago. So I'm looking forward to that, honestly. I expected only very few people to watch it, but at least, you know, more than 100 did, so that's nice. I hope more people will tune in, though. Like, it's amazing how many people watch the build videos, but they never watch the patch notes videos. They're either too lazy to do so, or they just don't care, but Diablo is the kind of game where you have to be aware of everything. And if you're out of the loop, you're gonna feel like nothing really works well for you. And unfortunately, that's always the way that these types of games have been. These types of games, unfortunately, are always like that, which is... I think it's an honest relic of the past that should be changed, actually. Because when you have to focus too much on the patch notes... Now, of course, patch notes are important, don't get me wrong, but when you really have to know them in detail in order to derive the best experience, it can be a very daunting process for some individual players. Now, granted, that's the gap that the content creators bridge, but I can also understand the perspective of people who won't contact any content creators, or who simply won't show any interest in that. Of course, you know, they bring about their own suffering, but still. It'd be nice if patch notes could be summarized in a slightly easier detail for those people. I find Blizzard patch notes like super technical. It's like looking at the specs of a damn car or something. Notice what I'm doing, guys. I'm counting the exact duration on my skills. So I've got 3 seconds in my head very clearly, and I'm constantly extending my barrier to accommodate that so that when it does end, you know, I'm all good. You enjoy my hour-long patch notes? Well, thank you, Zane. I appreciate you. You're always in that special minority. There we go. Okay, let's take the dex and then we'll try out the Burning Instinct legendary node. I'm quite interested to see it. Will it significantly increase my damage or no? There was a strange smell and I thought it was my Udi, but it wasn't, so I'm really happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try out this after I get my next Paragon point. And then, if it doesn't show good results, what I'll do is I'll immediately drop those extra points and I'll go harvest something else. Why? Because I'm a badass. That's why. I have no idea what a Totten is. Oh, no. Thankfully, that stage of this stomach flu is over. Right now, it's just, well, I mean, to put it lightly, ingesting food is literally a pain because, like, every time you eat food, it feels like it's hitting something in your stomach. So it's been a pain to eat. That's the only downside, but you have to eat to recover, so I just eat minimally. And, yeah, that's about it. Whatever the hell virus this is, it's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty strong. But I basically have the same virus that my mom caught, so possibly she passed on to me, but that's also, but like we live in a tiny apartment, so it's all close proximity anyway. But that's fine, like that happens in households and it's not like bad. Mom's recovering well, but our symptoms are the same, so we probably got the same virus. But she got a flu jab this year, so, goes to show how much Big Pharma actually does for you, eh? Because she got all her shots this year, and still caught this mysterious virus from somewhere. It's not COVID, you know, but it is something wild, not gonna lie. It is doing some pretty wild shenanigans. No, not the loose bowels either. It just hurts when you ingest food. So it's like the virus is taking up residence in your stomach. That's what the fever was about the first day. Like it was just, my brain felt wired. Then the second day, I did my grocery shopping, but I came home. I totally didn't feel like I was capable of even being on stream. Like I'm already in energy conservation mode right now, but yesterday I wasn't even capable of doing this much. So I was like, you know what? I have to take an additional day off, but yeah. Mad elephant disease, never heard of that. Heard of mad cow. But anyway, surviving slowly. I mean, at the very least, it can't be worse, right? Right? Just say right. Okay, don't let it be worse. Max mana, cooldown reductions. And basic attack speed. Somehow I feel like this is gonna end up exactly the same. So you know what? I'll just wait until I get an ancestral one that does exactly that. There's no point in having one too early. This is a 323 heart. I'm gonna save that just on principle. Chuck it in my stash. Varshan, are you talking about the ones inside the... If you're talking about the ones inside the malignant tunnels, then he doesn't guarantee a Wrathful Heart drop. If you're talking about the exploit where you're doing it and not completing the storyline, take note that is an exploit, and discussing it in a public place may result in Blizzard taking action against you, so you're not supposed to abuse Varshan that way. If you don't receive any Wrathful Heart, maybe they've corrected the issue, maybe they haven't. It wasn't in the patch notes anywhere that I could see, but you're really not supposed to do that anyway. Take note that a lot of this stuff is exploits, okay? Like, for example, there's one exploit right now that I'm sure most of y'all won't be stupid enough to do this, but in a very, very silly way, you can actually transfer your character from Eternal to Seasonal Realm right now. So some people have been doing that and trading items across. Yeah, very bad idea. Don't do that. Don't do things like that, okay? Because if you mention that you're doing it in a public space like my stream, Blizzard uses that as evidence, and you get your account taken away, then I cannot help you. So yeah. My honest answer, as I always tell everybody, Riot, it never changes. Watch streams and decide for yourself. Not because I want people to watch my streams, but because at the end of the day, what I feel is that you have to make the decision based on what you've seen with your own two eyes. Like, everybody's gonna have an opinion on stuff. My opinion, of course, is that I find it fun. I enjoy myself. There are issues, but of course, issues are solved over time, as it is with every single game. But I'm a content creator with multiple games that deal with me, and I'm a partner for several. So, you know, I take it from that creator perspective. Like, is this game worth playing? Well, compared to everything else I have on my schedule, hell yes. But again, you need to decide for yourself. This is very much a, do I want to play this game? Do I have the time to play this game? This game is a dedicated game. Alright, it will eat up your time, so be aware of that, you know? Yeah, it's not just simply Eye of the Beholder, but you do have to decide your time cost as well. How much time do you really have? Because Diablo is a time sink type game. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Tormented Varshan. Okay, in that case, Dick, you're doing it correctly, but yes, the drop rate is very low. Right now, what they're looking at, I think the next step for them, although it's, in my opinion, it's too little too late, they're actually looking at the drop rate of Wrathful Invokers, which is like 0. So, yeah, that's the thing. And I believe that they are right to look into that shit because it is unbelievable right now. But whatever, you know, by the time they solve that problem, half the season will be over, I reckon. Hey newbie, good to see you. But if you're using the Tormented Varshan, right, don't waste your time. Because it costs Sigil Powder. The World Tier 4 version is way better. And you will usually never... Like, he almost never drops a Wrathful Heart unless you've got maxed out Urn of Malignance. In which case, he may sometimes drop one. I've gotten him to drop 1 or 2. But that is with 13% on my Urn of Malignance with the Smoldering Ashes, so it's not easy to get a Wrathful Heart. I have better luck just spamming the tunnels, and then randomly I'll see a Wrathful mob pop up every once in a while. Yeah, that happens more often than freaking Varshan. But the World Tier 4 Varshan gives you the best chance of that. So yeah, I didn't really farm it much in World Tier 3. In World Tier 3, I just spammed the tunnels a little bit, and then occasionally got a nice Barber Heart. If you're talking time and the only game you can play is Flappy Bird, then I'd say wait until there's a sale, because you gotta understand, if there's a time cost to you and you definitely don't have the time to play, this thing is just gonna sit in your library. This is a time investment heavy. Yeah, that sounds about right, newbie. I spammed this Malignant Tunnel since like the latter half of my, toward the end part of my stream this morning. Haven't gotten a single Wrathful. My Necro have got quite a few, but this one, 0. But oh, guess what my Sorcerer can get? My Sorcerer can get freaking Lam Essence. 4 times in a single stream. Wow. But Wrathful Hearts? Nah, bro. Lam Essence, bro. Lam Essence. Fuck Lam Essence, I swear. Whoever put that unique in the game, alright, I will find him and I'll eat the food out of his pantry without leaving a receipt. That'll show him. Wait, Tormented? Is Tormented 4? I thought it's Foul. Eh? Sorry, did I get those mixed up, Dick? Somebody else give me confirmation. Newbie should know. Tormented is Will Tier 4, is it? Sorry. I for some reason thought that the Foul Invoker was the Will Tier 4 and Tormented was Will Tier 3. My bad for that. Anyway, I'm sure you can forgive me, I'm sick. But, okay, if that's the case, then yeah, the drop rate is pretty bad. In that case, all you can do is, you know, blame RNGesus. But even then, he's not likely to accept your prayers. Well, good. Welcome to the best and only honest guide for the Sorcerer, because everybody else said, ooh, Sorcerer shit. And then now, all these people who said game shit, season shit, are playing the shit out of it, making videos all about it. Whoop-de-fucking-do. But welcome, Blacko. Of course, man, like I said, we only do legit content here. I'm not a Diablo partner, I'm not under contract, nothing. I'm just a content creator. I have deals with other companies, not Blizzard, but those for other games. Honest to God, I just like producing legit content, which I do across all the games I play. It's also why a lot of companies hire me instead of others. They know that I'm always legit and I don't compromise. But for that reason, my stuff always works, although I'm always slower than every other creator out there. It seems that has been the trend lately. Everybody's been coming over and saying, hey, how come your shit actually works? I'm like, well, because I actually, you know, I use the same shit that I give you. Sounds disgusting when you say it out loud like that, but realistically speaking, it's the reason why my stuff is actually successful, because I play test it live on stream. Then whatever I do live comes out in the build video. In general, yes. Because, I mean, I'm playing this, like I said, I'm playing the same shit live. If it doesn't work, then I wouldn't be able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give you what I have live, you know? I literally would not be able to give you anything else because I'm not that smart. I'm not smart enough to come up with something alternative to shit on people with. By the way, hi Filthy Tables. How you doing? Yeah, okay. I got that wrong, Dick, so I apologize for that. But yeah, okay. So the Varshan drop rate for Wrathful Hearts is pretty low, to be honest. And that's the only sad thing. That's why, like, I just go through the Malignant Tunnels till the end. But I don't worry about, like, whether I get a Wrathful Heart or not. Because one of the tunnels will eventually throw one out at me. I'm just, relaxing and... I swear there's a smell. It's coming from somewhere. I can't tell where, but I'll figure it out. No, there has to be a smell, guys. There's a smell coming from somewhere. Or maybe it's just my fucked up nose because I'm sick. Ah, well, whatever. It is what it is, right? Ah, the other side. Okay. Oh, pretty much, dude. Like I've been telling people for a long time, I mean, whether they believe me or not, I don't really give a fuck, but basically, a lot of the time, people will do like a lot of negative reviews and stuff, even though they're still playing the game and making money from it, because it's a smart marketing strategy. If they're all like super negative about the game, right? And then they come up with some awesome build, then they can act like they're the heroes because they saved you. You know, it's like this I'm this savior syndrome kind of thing. But realistically, I don't care about that shit because I'm just here to do my thing. Like whether people like my stuff or don't like my stuff, you know, that's up to them. you know, of course I want more viewership, and I'm very grateful when my fans, you know, like and share my stream, you know, they put my name out there. It's really great. It's really helpful to see, but I'll tell you, they gotta do that because they enjoy the content. I don't want them to do that because I'm using fear as a marketing tactic, but that's what, I mean, think about it. That's what politicians do. Boog, that is disgusting, but okay, whatever. That's what politicians do. And literally, no, it's not the kind of, it's not that kind of smell. It's like a smell coming from me, but it's not anywhere on my body that I can detect. Could be outside. I don't have any particular air vents in my room because we don't have that kind of air conditioning system. Not in this crappy old apartment. Could be from outside or could be from elsewhere, but meh. You know, I'll figure it out later. Oh, from Boog? Oh well. In his case, that'll be like an, if he astral projected and did that, I'm smelling astral droppings right now. But yeah, coming back to the point. Politicians have always used fear to control the people. We all know this. We talk about it on the news all the time. We talk about it on the internet. We talk about it on social media. It's all fear mongering, right? Don't you think content creators would do the same thing? Of course they would. If it, like a lot of them have done that and you can literally see it. I don't have to prove it because if you think about it for a little while, how many people said that this season was bad and yet as soon as the season dropped, they were all playing it and getting their characters to level 100 and making guides. They all said season shit, changes shit, everything shit, review bombed the game, but they still playing it so that they'd be ahead of everyone else. Then by the time people get the itch to actually play the season and find out it's good, these guys are already ahead and they've got all their builds prepared for you. So it's all marketing strategies, man. But I don't play that fake game because I'm like, I don't care. I'm just here to enjoy the damn game. And if a change is bad, I'll say it's bad. If a change is good, I'll say it's good. But I'm gonna do it like from an objective standpoint. Like, why is it bad? I'll explain my thoughts. You know, I'm not just gonna rile people up for no reason. That's why, you know, when I did the patch notes video yesterday, I was like, this is gonna be an hour. Probably nobody's gonna watch it, but you know what? At least I did a legitimate job. And hey, more than 5 people watched it, so that's a nice thing. Yeah, make sure you have a great day at work, newbie. I hope you do. I hope you have a good day at work. That goes for any and all of you that are also at work today. I know the Chungus is. But yeah, those of y'all who are working, have a good day at work. I too shall have a good day at my work. Since this is my work. Haha. But yeah, using the limited time that I have, I know that, and this is me saying this as a full-time creator, my time is limited, and I'm sure that everyone else's time is limited, so I don't waste my time on bullshit. I don't waste my time bullshitting my audience either. I just give you the real stuff, and then off we go. Okay, let's keep on going. I'm just gonna use up a couple more invokers, and then after that we'll go do some nightmares. That's okay. Hey, Wrathful Heart. Sweet. Wrathful Heart, Wrathful Heart. Now, will it be Barber? That's the only thing that matters. Will it be Barber? Let's check. It is Malignant Pack. Boo. Fucking boo. Boo. But that's okay. Yep, of course, Vexo. Now, I will be releasing the late game version once I get to level 70. But of course it is. I'm using the same skills. Blizzard, Ice Shards, Frost Bolts right here. Teleport, Frost Nova, Ice Armor. Nothing's changed, bro. Thanks, man. Although I got sick on my birthday, I think it was a sign from God that I'm not supposed to be happy. So, you know what? Fuck it. I was gonna have a nice little birthday week, but then I said fuck it. I literally got sick on the first day of that, so I flew too close to the sun, so the good Lord slapped me down and was like, nah, bitch, you just get one day like everybody else. Fuck you. And I accepted this because why not? But yes, I haven't changed anything about the build. Build's still the build. It works very well. I'm in World Tier 4 right now. The only thing that probably I'll discuss in the late game videos, as I always do, is the ideal aspects, stats for gear, stuff like that, Paragon Path, all that kind of jazz. But more or less, you're just looking at the exact same build. No, nothing special or too different or too magical. Same stuff. Promise you this. No sus shenanigans. Yep. It is very good. You can always trust my work. Why? Because it is my work, obviously. Very trustworthy. Hey, this guy watched my stream and did good. Okay, good. How's the season so far? It's good. Nothing wrong with playing Remnant if you want to enjoy it. As a content creator, I'd never touch that game with a 10-foot pole because it's not live service. But, I mean, for the average gamer, you know, it's a great experience, I'm sure. So, but the season is the season. I mean, it's just Diablo. Play when you feel like it, you know? My builds will be here for everybody. But yeah, let's see if I can at least get one more Wrathful Heart. Would be nice for a little bit. I'm gonna clear 2 more Malignant Tunnels, and if nothing happens after those 2, then I'll go Nightmare Dungeon farming. This is an 11.8, but it's insufficient. This is not of a high enough level. Most disappointing. So you, Sapphire. Okay, let's try out the Burning Heart legendary. It's a random drop, but it's so rare that nobody has one, so believe me. You know what? I have to technically take this off for a second. Okay, now let's do a fair comparison. This is dumb, but okay, so this is what I have without it. This is how in-depth we go for the testing. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep it on, but I'll keep this, I have no Barber Heart now. Let's see the feeling with it now. I barely, because it only increases the burning damage, which is supposed to be like the DOT. Yeah, that ain't happening. So we know that this is not worth it. Shame. Okay, now that we know that, and we don't need to care, I'd love to get an extra 2% reduction, but that is a waste of time. So, for the sake of getting this done real quick, we're just gonna go down like that. This way across, down here, and then straight here. And we'll grab this whole thing. Grab this whole thing, push through, down here, there. And then I'll split off from there. Okay, the plan is set. Slight deviation, but that'll work. Okay, Barber Heart back on. Let's go. But yeah, Wrathful Invokers, you can only get them from like when you craft a random invoker. And even then, I made like a couple dozen and didn't get a single Wrathful Invoker. So honestly, they're just like hella rare. Like they're starting to look like uber unique rare because I've never seen one drop at all, which would be really good. And it's so bad that the dev team is actually looking at addressing the issue. So I would say keep an eye out for after the next patch, because I'm sure Pez Radar, that's Adam Fletcher, will have something to say about Wrathful Invokers. Right now they just don't drop at all, and I have not even seen one in my entire time. Which again is a big failure, and I hope that they learn for this, because season 2 they can't pull this shit again. Everything in the season should be accessible at some point and should drop or be craftable. It doesn't matter if it's like crazy difficult to craft, but it should be craftable. It should not just be like, oh, here's an RNG drop. Yeah, we're gonna make it like uber uniques. You're not supposed to have one. And what's the point? We're never gonna be able to use a Wrathful Invoker anyway. You know? So that's something serious that they are gonna have to fix, and yeah, I hope they fix that. Okay, this dungeon is done. Oh, did I use leave dungeon? Damn it. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to town portal out. Where the hell am I? Right here. Zarbin's at first. I'll sell off all this crap. And then I'll go hit one last tunnel. Then we're off to Nightmare Dungeons. Nightmare Digiones. Okay.
Out for blood, eh? I'll shake on that.
Also, if the servers seem massively laggy these days, just take note that everyone is experiencing the same thing. I don't know what they've done with the servers, but I'm pretty sure it's to prepare for the next Overwatch season, as far as I know. This same thing happened to Overwatch when it was time to prepare for the Blizzard season. So Blizzard seems to share all, Blizzard seems to share all their servers, and yeah, when one is updating, the rest have a collective, shit fit. Okay. Right. Let's go.
This isn't like before. This isn't for the fall of your Akara. Surely you understand that.
My plan this season is to finish off all my Diablo content, and then by September, and then after that I'll have some other new games to balance out my off season until the next season drops, which I'm looking forward to. Lol. I hope I can get a crone. I really want to try the wolf claw build, but that said, you know, that's how RNG is. That's why it's random, bro. What were you expecting? 'Tis random. Is random. There is no hope. No hope, no safety. Only sorrow, death, and sadness. And pizza slices. Pizza slices. Why is this not a Royal Emerald? Damn it. I'm gonna have to put one in. But anyway, yeah, RNG is very, very happy. If people whine enough, maybe they'll implement one, but I'll tell you, RMT is gonna go through the roof. Alright? As it is, people are already unofficially buying and selling rares for reasons. Okay? They're already buying and selling the God rolled rares. Come on. No. My character's only level 66. Videos are at level 50, 70, and 90. So please be patient. If y'all are super interested in my Sorcerer stuff, then you want to see it faster? I'll tell you how. If you want to see it faster, share the streams constantly. Like all the videos, share the videos. If I see my numbers going up on my videos and content, it's a sign for me to make more content because I make more money that way. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's how it works, because the more money that I make, I don't have to worry about bills and things like that. So that's why I don't, you know, I'm not even asking for donations or subscriptions or money here. I'm literally just saying, if you spend the time to click on my videos, and I mean click, like, share them out, right? The more that you can get people on board with that, and the more people that do it, the faster the content's gonna come, because I'll just keep seeing those numbers go crazy. So help me out here. The more y'all help me out, and like I said, it's all free. All y'all can help me out in these ways. It's free. It doesn't take it won't cost you anything. It's not gonna charge your credit card. Hit that like button, share. The more you do that, the better. Good. I want to see all of that. Like, as long as more people are liking and sharing the content, right? If I see the viewer numbers go up, if I can make more money from the viewership, I mean, you know, I'll happily do more content faster. I'm putting in as many hours as I can, but, you know, bit harder when you have to worry about bills too, right? So as long as I can see the numbers, I'm happy. And by the way, you don't have to just okay, liking you can only do once, but sharing, it doesn't have to be once. The more that y'all help put my channel out there, you know, whatever means, doesn't matter, you got 0 followers, just put my channel out there. And the faster that we grow, the more I can do as well. Same thing. I absolutely guarantee it. Because the only thing that I'd hate to see happen is that, now, it should be no secret by now, but I am also partnered with several other game companies. All of y'all should know this, okay? There are several other game companies that I am partnered with, and all of them, you know, will eventually have content releasing, coming out, stuff like that. And I will, whenever content drops for these games, I'll be looking at which of the companies has the best viewership, which of the games has the best viewership and most engaged audience, and then I'm going to focus on streaming that. So, of course, Diablo right now is reigning as the king, but if people don't, if like the audience that watch the Diablo content, you know, take their foot off the gas pedal, then, you know, and I eventually do have to end up switching, then it will result in, you know, less content being made for Diablo. So I always encourage people, please, if you really genuinely like to see the content, you like to see the game, take the time. It literally takes all of 2 seconds. Make sure you are, as much as you feasibly can, sharing the content, putting the content out there, because it's not gonna, like, you know, it's not gonna be a negative for me. It's gonna be a very positive. The more that people put the content out there, the better. And it's actually thanks to that we've seen a slight increase in viewership numbers lately. So, you know, keep it up, keep it up. And I will meet your efforts by working as hard as I can as well. Okay. All clear here. Okay, Helltide's on. Let's go. Time to turn on my Helltide tracker. Hell yeah. And by the way, here's another insane tip. You want to get my channel out there, you don't just have to share the current stream. It is in fact even more ideal if, when I'm not online, you share older streams. Like even just one, like between 1 to 5 shares per day can have like such a huge impact, like you wouldn't believe it. I bet you if I could just get, say, 5 to 10 people to just randomly share my older Diablo streams, like say from 7 days ago or whatever. And if I could get like 5 people to do that every day for 5 days, this channel will blow. And of course, the more people that did shit like that, the more you know, grow faster. So do consider helping me out. It's free, and one of the best ways you can support your creator. I mean, if you are okay with it. I mean, it'll take you like 5, maybe 10 minutes to type the tweet, I guess. But yeah, other than that, like, that's literally one of the best ways to help for free. And anyone can do it. So you don't need a credit card, you don't need to pay money. Just throw me on whatever social media you got. Okay, let's do some Helltide. Although I am like 12 levels under these guys, doesn't really matter. They are good XP and loot. Notice that I multicast, alright? I will jump in while my fingers are already like ready to hit the next key. So it becomes muscle memory after a while, but you should intuitively, when engaging in combat, know exactly what you want to do, and you should know your rotation as well as which situation such a rotation applies. Alright? People are always asking about this. I'll give some examples of how I do my rotations in a second, you know, on the next horde. In fact, there's an event. Let's go to the event and maybe I can explain a little more. Yeah? Oh, there's a treasure gobby too. Before I start this event, I better... So as soon as I get in, I will hit the treasure goblin with the teleport and then freeze. Oh, 2 treasure goblins in a row. That was nice. Okay, let's start this event now. Teleport has the shortest cooldown out of everything you own. Alright. It is very good as an initiator. It's a great way to engage with your enemies. Whenever you have a free cast of Avalanche, make sure you cast Blizzard. Okay? Try to reposition yourself so that you can freeze the maximum amount of people with your Frost Nova. And always try to aim your ice shards through enemies so that they're hitting more than one. Try not to just hit one enemy with them. It is always better to hit multiple enemies with the ice shards if you can. It will usually result in a better situation for you. Okay, so this is generally what I do. Teleport in. If I see enough enemies around me, I'm slowing this down for you guys. I'll freeze them. Alright. And then I will slowly mop up survivors by picking the biggest target and shooting ice shards through them. Like so. Okay? In fact, that is such good teaching. Let me quickly put that into chapter here. Real money trading. It stands for real money trading. It's when people exchange real money for digital goods and services. There, done. There, now I timestamped it. But yes, real money trading is a big problem because, and this is much more common. To be fair, it's far more common in Asian societies where they take gaming super seriously. But there are situations where players will pay, like, for example, 100,000 won for like Korean won. They'll pay 100,000 won for like a great item. Like, it was that way at the start, but then due to some items being scarce in game but tradable, players who got substantially rare items weren't selling them for in-game gold or whatever. No, they started selling them for real cash, you know, and players were more than happy to pay. So it created a lot of underground marketplaces And this was very common with games like MapleStory, things like that. The underground marketplaces, ooh, those existed. Fun times. And it can sometimes lead to kids and adults getting scammed, stuff like that. So in general, most games do not want to encourage an RMT type environment. If they want to encourage trade, they want it to be with in-game systems, not RMT, but usually once things are tradable, RMT follows. Yeah, so it's literally pay to win. Yes, that is exactly right. That is exactly what RMT is. And it's why it's considered a huge negative and also a taboo for those of us in the robot nation. I mean, you know us. We being honorable robots would never participate in such a thing, but I do have emails from several companies that, you know, do RMT, and they've asked me to, like, they've said, oh, paid sponsorship for you. We see you're such a good creator. Like I said, I could show those emails if those companies ever come after my neck for saying this shit, but yeah, there's many RMT companies who try to sponsor creators, and several creators are in bed with them already. You can actually see their faces on the website, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. Since I'm avoiding drama right now, I'm not gonna say who or what not, but you know, yeah. Let's just say it's not a great situation. And if this already exists for Diablo 4 in its limited form, think about how it has existed for Diablo 2, 3, all the other versions and incarnations before. Pay to win, boosting services, these kinds of things, things that go against the honor of a true gamer, have existed since time immemorial, because people with more bank than time will usually just pay for an advantage, and I guess they get their serotonin kind of like a drug addict from just being the most powerful in the game. They don't care how they get there, they just want to be the most powerful. Day one, I want to be the ultimate fucking, you know, super elite lord of everything. So I'll pay for power. That's the mentality of these individuals. If you are one of those individuals, you know, stay the hell away from us. Oh, about that, yeah, that's gonna be on the lowdown till I reckon late August, early September, probably. Because the game itself only drops in September, so that's why you guys in my Discord, you know, you guys get the early news, you know. But anyway, that's all on the hush hush, all right? Because it's unofficial for now. It's all unofficial, so until we get that official confirmation, you know, I'ma keep it quite quiet. Yeah. But yeah, only you Discord peeps know. But I'm really excited for it. I'm just waiting for all the official stuff to be out. Yeah, I won't know until, like, they're only shortlisting people around late August, early September. Like, it's usually like 2 weeks before the game actually drops. And I know it drops on Game Pass somewhere mid-September, if I'm not wrong. Could be wrong, but I think I'm not. Oh, I'm looking to enjoy it with all of you as well. I think it's going to be great, you know? I'm hoping it'll be a nice boost to the channel. But yeah, I've been in this industry for a long time, and folks know my worth. They know I'm trustworthy. They also know that I don't, you know, bullshit. Also, by the way, guys, those of you that haven't liked the stream yet, please hit the like button, or if you're a hater, please hit the dislike button. Alright? It would mean a lot if you guys did that. It's extremely important as to a smaller creator. So I ask kindly that you guys do that. S'il vous plaît. But yeah, folks generally know me, and they know my they know my history. So usually if a game is the type of game that prefers the honest opinion, they'll come to me. Because they know that if it's bad, I'll say it's bad, no fucks given. It's all 100%, look, this is it. Oh. Yeah, almost died there. If something is bad, it's not going to be sugar-coated. So that's why I got that trust. Oh, dude, believe me, this is considered small. I'm telling you, in the industry, I'm a small fry. That just goes to show you how many channels there really are out there. 25K is a nobody, dude. Believe me on that. Normally, like some of the opportunities that I have now, most people don't even achieve till they're about like 30, 40K. Of course, there are also opportunities for even smaller creators that are below my level, but a vast majority of these don't really go out to these people unless they've been in the industry for years. So considering I've only got about 2 years history and my current 25K, I still say it's pretty alright. But believe me, this is considered small. This is considered smaller. Basically, a lot of the people can pat themselves on the back and make them, you know, talk about trying to, you know, like, oh, you're not small and stuff like that. But realistically speaking, right, until you get your silver play button, which is at 100K, you're considered a small timer in the industry. Everybody below 100K is roughly a small timer. But I'm alright with that, you know, like to me it's not a negative. Like being a smaller streamer is not, to like legit to me, is not a negative. I view it instead opposite way. I view it as a highly positive thing, because if I am at this level and still capable of competing, you know, with others, then I know for a fact that I have some good worth, you know. Hey Gerardo, how you doing? And I guess for me that's just a really nice boost to my confidence. You know, it shows me that, all right, here's where I'm at now. I'm the underdog. Ain't nobody expecting shit from me, you know. It's not like they're expecting anything great from me. Fine. You know, they don't have to expect anything great. Bring it on. I'll make my own opportunities. I'll make it my own way. No politics, no drama. Actually, to be fair, a lot of small channels also have a lot of drama, which is kind of stupid. I've seen it before. Like, a lot of them are like fighting each other on Twitter and whatever. No, my whole no drama thing comes from the fact that like this might sound not very good, but I really don't care, because I can tell you right now that this is free advice, you know, because I know some of my competitors are listening, right? They always tune in but don't like, they don't share, but they still tune in and listen, which is really weird, but whatever, I don't care. Listen, this is advice. The one reason why you don't see me collabing with other people, the one reason why you don't see me doing all that kind of stuff is because I've got one simple policy. And this is my no drama policy. I don't want exposure, I don't want your friendship, I don't want any of that. Alright? At the end of the day, and this is just me telling a genuine truth, we're all competitors. If we play the same game, we are competitors. Why? Because one person is gonna watch, one person has one wallet. He's not gonna spend on 3 different streamers. No, he's gonna spend time and money on the one streamer that he finds the best. So we're competitors. End of story. How do you differentiate your product, and how do you make your product better than others? Well, for me, it's the quality of my work. It's the fact that I'm uncompromising in that. Other people will take shortcuts. Other people will, you know, theory craft. I don't do that shit. Facts, objective only. Slower content doesn't matter. I'd rather have that. For me, I've gone the route of pure quality, but of course it means slower growth. Better quality audience, but slower growth. I'm okay with that, you know? But I also don't subscribe to the whole we're friends kind of bullshit. That keeps me drama safe, because then no streamers want to work with me. Because streamers are all about, you know, trying to position, posture with each other. I just don't want to be a part of that. I've got a couple of streamers that I respect and I consider friends, but I know them through like these partner programs, and very respectfully, you know, I wouldn't ask to game with them, nor do I think they would ask to game with me. They know my attitude, they know my style, and they know that I keep to myself. And I'm sure that they have their own opportunities lined up that they would want to, you know, keep to them and their crew, which is fine. You know, that is what I consider healthy competition. We are competitors, but it's a healthy competition because there's more choice in the market for the viewer, and they can go to a streamer that they choose is ideal for them. For example, I'm not ideal for everybody. There are some people who will never get along with me because of my way of talking, my attitude. Maybe it's the way that I speak, maybe it's the way that I do things. How was that bear able to pull in everything? That was beyond strange. This does not look right. This does not look right. I am not sure how he was able to do that. Oh. Okay, okay. I was about to report this guy for cheating. Thank God it's a heart. I've never seen any other druid do that. Fine. I'll let him go, but I'm watching his ass. I'm doing okay, Mike. The mystery chests, I don't think they got buffed. But, well, the mystery chests for me are just for aspects anyway. Okay. That does sound like fun. Oh, I'm always vigilant. Because I won't stand for anyone ruining my environment. But yeah, as long as it's a heart, you know, that's how I was going to inspect him and then decide after. Because I have no experience with the druid yet, but I've literally never seen any anybody do that particular style. So, color me impressed. Color me impressed. Granted, I still wouldn't play that kind of build because it's only great against trash mobs. Because, again, vulnerability is the issue. I'd very much prefer to play a vulnerability stack build, but it seemed fun. Like, the way I see it, I think it would be a fun build, you know? But vulnerability is definitely a bigger key. Does Petrify inflict vulnerable? If it works with anything else, then I could run it with either. I could literally run it with any of the other alts. That could also work. Well, I mean, if you're killing, like, oh my god, who left this event half done? Or is it bugged? Bugged event again. They better have fixed that. I didn't pay attention to a lot of the event fixes, but anyway. If you can kill 6 levels above you in World Tier 3, which I think you can, then that's fine. But, I mean, after you get past level 50, which should be alright. Like, if it's functioning at level 48 in World Tier 3, I'd say it probably doesn't have a problem. Yeah, then you're fine. So as long as it's meeting the standards, you can do whatever you want. You'll have to weigh up the kill time yourself and see whether or not it's worth it. But yeah, for me, basically the standard by which I judge is 6 levels above you in World Tier 3, you're good. 10 levels above you in World Tier 4, you're good. There's no need to worry about other stuff because that's literally the leveling standard. So as long as you meet the leveling standard, then by all, like, in my opinion, I would consider the build viable. But the only difference then between that and, like, for example, some people have asked me, what's the difference between, well, if you, like, my build meets the, they said their build meets the standard, what's the difference then? And I always tell them that, plain and simple, the difference is that if your build meets the standard, but my build just does it faster than what your build does, then my build would technically be of a higher tier. To put it in simple language, it would be of a higher tier, but like both builds still meet the standard for viable. Like both would be viable, but which is more efficient will be determined based on time to kill. Can't craft sigils and you can't find Deathless Visage. Well, if you can't craft sigils, did you do a tier 3 nightmare dungeon? Because you need to do a tier 3 nightmare dungeon before you can craft and salvage sigils. So first do your tier, if it's your first character. Now this is all explained in my Paragon guide. Did you watch my Paragon guide, Adriano? If you didn't watch my Paragon guide, that's a big mistake. Although the Paragon guide came out in the pre-season, it still remains valid because it's a major game system that hasn't changed. So you should watch that so you understand that. Okay, first thing you should do, if it's your first time your character is accessing nightmares, you need to get a tier 3 sigil. How do you get a tier 3 sigil? Do tier 1 and just do tier 1 nightmare dungeons, whatever. Like your Tree of Whispers will give you a sigil, right? Take that sigil, go run the nightmare dungeons until you get a tier 3. Once you get a tier 3 sigil, pop and complete the tier 3 nightmare dungeon, then you will gain the ability to craft and salvage sigils. But this is very important. Like, this is why, please guys, if you're new to the game, watch all the different mechanical guides, like the Paragon guide, stuff like that. It'll just, you know, teach you everything you need. I'm feeling okay, Gage. I'm feeling okay, not like super good, not super bad, you know, just okay. I'm doing alright. At the very least, I can stream today, because if I don't stream, I don't make any money, so I better make some money. And yeah, honey, never ever mention that game ever on this channel. It is literally a bannable offense if you do that knowingly. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to time you out. Please remember that that game is related to racists. Okay, that game is only played by racists, and it's supported by literally racist devs. So, there's the proof. You can go check it out for yourself, but never mention the game here. Okay, do not even talk about it. I don't want any of my current sponsors to be associated with them. So I'm sorry, but I do have to time you out just so that, you know, that response is deleted. But when you, it's only 5 minutes anyway, but when you come back, just take note that that game must never be mentioned on this channel. And if you're wondering why I still have my videos from that up, that's because I'm owed the ad revenue from those. I earned that with my hard work. I'm not taking it down so that they get all this stuff swept under the rug, no. My ad revenue is my own, which is why the videos remain there, but we don't allow discussion on this channel. I'm sorry, only I can put up the proof, Gerardo, and I've already done it in chat. The proof command is already put up, which I'm sure you guys can see clearly. So please do not use the attempt to use the proof command. Only moderators and myself can utilize that command. Alright, viewers cannot do so. So thank you, but do not try to use it. Yep. Even if you want to try and help me, don't. Don't. Only moderators and myself have the right to put that up, because once again, it deals with my personal information, obviously, since it contains screenshots from what has occurred to me directly. So that is why I've only given my mods and myself the authority to use the command. Okay? So I get that some of you want to, you know, help me put it up and explain to people, but no. The explanation will come from me. Just let them know that it's not to be mentioned on this channel, and that the streamer will tell them why. And I'll personally tell them why. Because I think it's better that they hear it from me, so that they know it's not, you know, bullshit, or it's not some plot that we're cooking up. Because I tell you, some of these fanboys of Phoenix Labs are as thuggish and disgusting as they are. They'll say, oh, well, you and your community are hatching a plot, you know. They've tried to swing things that way. I will not let them tar my people with that kind of brush. So any problems, they can come to me. I'll tell them directly to their face. And Patrick, yeah, that's why you gotta go farm the Malignant Tunnels until you get one. It can sometimes take hours. That's what RNG is for you. Hopefully they look at the Wrathful Invoker drop rate, because I still haven't gotten a single Wrathful Invoker. I'll be real about that. I have not gotten a single Wrathful Invoker drop in my entire time playing. And I have no idea why it was made so unbelievably rare. It's as bad as an Uber unique, and I don't think anybody at all that I know has even gotten one. So yeah, it's not really the best situation right now. That's why I'm hoping that these guys, the devs will take a look at it and freaking resolve the issue, because right now it is the opposite of good. It is a very bad situation. I can tell you that much.
I'll take it off your hands.
Because Barber is just super crucial, yeah. But you will feel, I do understand, you will feel weak without it. Yeah, I tried opening a lot of those too, so you must have gotten good RNG, because I got nothing. Okay, my inventory is clear. Well, that's the power of the Barber Heart for you. I've gotten tons of unique drops, and they were all Staff of Lam Essence, so anyway, unique drops don't really matter. Usually every season there'll be a seasonal mechanic that just makes everything even better. And in this particular case, it's the Barber Heart. Barber Heart is just the champ right now. It is the big mama. So players don't really have a choice. Yep. No, movement speed only comes on 2 pieces of gear, Mad Cats. Pop quiz, do you know what they are? Movement speed is only available on 2 pieces of gear. Alright? If you don't know what they are, then you'll have to sacrifice your firstborn. I'm level 73 and I still don't have it, Adriano. It's called RNG. You'll get used to it with games like this. But anyway, the unique helm is just an extra. You don't need it. I'm not using it. I don't even have it. I've shown in my video that I don't have it. Doesn't matter. Like, it should not bother you. Whether you have it or don't, it doesn't matter. The question was for Mad Cats. Why the hell is Filthy Tables and BigChungas answering? I know you guys know it. I'm trying to quiz these guys so that they upgrade their knowledge. Guys, come on. Come on. We're trying to help other people upgrade their knowledge, bros. You guys already know. Why the hell would I quiz somebody that already knows? No. You gotta always give people a chance to grow by gaining the knowledge themselves. Never spoon feed the knowledge. Always let them grow by learning. That's usually the better idea. I know. A little too helpful here. I mean, I appreciate y'all, but Jesus Christ. Fair enough. But anyway, yes. Amulets and the boots are the only 2 pieces of gear with movement speed. So no. I'm not running movement speed on every single one of my pieces of gear, but I do have a movement speed roll on my boots. That's usually all it takes. So then, why am I fast? because Esu's heirloom. It's the unique boots that is ideal for the sorcerer. That, and also, if you watch very closely, you'll notice I don't just stand there and shoot my spell. I don't just stand there and do this. No. I'm always clicking move. For those of you that have played MOBAs, RTS, starter stepping is a very common technique. You should know it from, you know, games like StarCraft, things like that. Starter stepping your marines in order to dish out more damage, cancel animations. So this is why, in general, if you're constantly used to moving, it seems like you're moving faster because there's no animation lag for your character. Alright? This is most important on the Necromancer, which doesn't have any movement tech. The Sorcerer, by the way, has movement tech in the teleport. So you can kind of just, you know, zip zap zoom around. Yep, that's good. That's a very good passive to have. Oh, okay, so one chest, if I'm not wrong, is up here. Let's go. I'll go pick that up and then I'm ditching. Lol, Zane. You bunch of nerds. Also, what's up, Mr. Y King? Why are you trying to be a king? Wow, I tried to teleport down the cliff and that did not go well. Whee! Tortured Gift of Mysteries. Let's go. Well, welcome out of the shadows then. Let's go to that Tortured Gift of Weaponry. Let's clean that out and then I can go back to Nightmare Dungeon farming. I love the World Tier 4 Hell Tides, they're great. But I don't want to hang around too long. I just use whatever. Because as a content creator, my only goal is to make sure that the build that I use has no need of such elixirs. Like, a lot of people recommend that this is a great elixir to use for your build. Why is it reliant on that? This is something that I've carried over from my experience with other games. I never ever make an elixir recommendation, because if it's a consumable, it should be an accessory to the build, nothing more, nothing less. So that's my personal policy. That's why I just I'm like, okay, is this thing like something that will have like practically no impact on my build, okay, great, then I'll use that. You know, I just want the 5% bonus. Nah, I never care what the description says. I save the ones that'll be like semi-useful, like for example resources on my necro, but I never actually use it because I mean no point. So that's why. Oh hey, ice shards piercing, sick. Take that. Ball lightning, nobody cares. Nope, no concern. Esu's ferocity. Legendary staff. Yeah, no thanks. No. This does have some nice max mana, but no base cooldown reduction and no maximum life. Huh. Get stuffed. No. No. All these new. Well, I mean, they're not for resource gen. I use it to boost like the final amount. I think because it adds like 50 to your primary resource, which is like 50% extra damage for my bone skill. So I'll be like, But I just never use it. I save those, but I never use it. That's all. I just use whatever trash I have. Now, once again, ladies and gents, I'll state, those of you having trouble with like nightmare sigils, things like that, all the guides that you ever need will always be on my channel. So make sure you check out those guides ASAP. They'll be very helpful for you. I greatly encourage you guys to do that. The more of my stuff you check out, the better. Backstabbers is going to be a bit of a pain. Poison, lightning resist. Yep, we'll take that. I just wish that people would pay attention to more of the videos than just the build videos. Because yes, the build videos are great, but if you don't watch all the supplementary videos, it's kind of hard to get. Like, to this day, right, only 650 people have watched the damage video. And then you'll wonder, and then people will come around like, and I don't mean this as an insult, but think about it this way. People always come around wondering, why is my damage so weak? And I'll ask them, do you understand the damage buckets in the game? Nah. I've got a video on it. Did you guys watch it? Did you guys watch that video 6 times until the math is in your head so that you can do it mentally? No, then, you know, why not? It's there. It's a resource. Remember, guys, sometimes the supplementary videos are what actually helps you the most, because it can teach you the base system in the game, which is how we come up with all these awesome builds. Of course, the build videos are always going to be the most popular because they're just they're like the answer in the back of the textbook. But sometimes studying the theory can be very helpful and important. I'll do what I can, Snow. I'm not going to stream too long. Probably only about 3 hours tonight. I'm going to take it slow for now. I'm glad that it did, buddy. Yep. Well, I wouldn't say they're totally useless, but they make a lot more sense if you know the stuff behind it. So I always encourage people, do watch the supplementary videos so that you understand the systems in the game thoroughly. Once you do, easy peasy from there. Because then you also find that when I'm talking about certain things, you'll understand, so that's why he's picking it. Like, if you know your damage buckets inside and out, then you'll know why I'm stacking things from different buckets. Or why some things may look like, hey, that thing has like 4 damage stats, why isn't he picking that? They could all be 4 damage stats from the same bucket. In which case, that's not going to be of any benefit compared to lesser stats, but from 4 different buckets. Because those different buckets will multiply with each other, making life even crazier. Oh Lord. Good. That's true. I think, honestly, lucky hits are fine where they are. It's just that you need to decide whether they're suitable for a build or not. In some cases, they will never be suitable. In some cases, they are super suitable. Like shit like this, hell yeah. Do enough hits and you'll always have a lucky hit. That's why sometimes you just gotta spray and pray, you know? This is willpower based, isn't it? Now I remember. Ooh, now that was fun. Oh, look at that. Guess what? It's probably Lamb Essence. Oh, wow. It's actually not Lamb Essence. Huh. I mean, it's still a useless staff because it's a fireball staff, but I expected it to be Lamb Essence when I got a unique. I was like, oh my god, it's Lamb Essence again. For once it wasn't. Now I can safely go put this in my stash and never look at it ever again. All I want is Esus, and it ain't here. Congratulations, Adriana. Well done. I wish the butcher would come and fight me. So boring without a butcher. Oop, still died to the explosion fire. I didn't even see that. I gotta pay more attention. Oh my god. Why did this particular dungeon spawn me so far away? That's weird. I'll be so glad that they're fixing some of the stupid, like, the after death effects. Like, they don't apply to, like, close, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, Some of those, like, they really need to fix how the, what you call it? The effects apply to them, the damage reduction effects, because it's so annoying. But that's in a normal dungeon, dude. That's why you should only be playing nightmare dungeons. If you're playing in normal dungeons, then you're doing it wrong, bro. Do the whispers, get your nightmare sigil. This is why you need to watch the Paragon videos and everything beforehand, bro. Because what you're supposed to do is that at level 48, before you even get into world tier, well, you should, once you get into world tier 3 at level 48, you should immediately do your whispers. And you will get your first sigil. You need to immediately start your nightmare dungeons. Don't waste time. You should only play nightmare dungeons. Don't waste time in normal dungeons. Don't level up anywhere else. Don't get XP from anywhere else. Otherwise, you end up in this situation. This scaling was also covered in the patch notes videos, which again, guys, highlighting the point to you. No, you cannot farm Helm in the normal dungeon, bro. That's why you don't have it. You don't farm uniques in the normal dungeons. You never do that. Anyone who suggested that method to you, I proved that it didn't work on stream, bro. Guys, please. There's a lot of information that is on my channel, but you guys need to not do things without asking. If you ask first, I'll tell you. This, Adriana, you've just wasted hours and hours of your time because you cannot get the helmet out of the... You literally cannot get the helmet out of... You cannot target farm in a normal dungeon. It doesn't work anymore. So of course you're gonna give up. You weren't doing any nightmare dungeons at all. You wasted all that time. If you do nightmare dungeons, not only do you have a higher chance of getting uniques, like of course you could end up in my situation where you still don't have it, but you also gain faster XP, better loot, better gear. Like, life gets a lot better, man. Yeah. You gotta try. This is why, like, if you don't watch the videos, it's okay, but you need to ask questions on stream. Before you do anything, you should always ask, because those experienced players here can just tell you straight away. Remember, don't do normal dungeons. Never touch a normal dungeon. Normal dungeons are for level 1 to 50. After that, never touch a normal dungeon unless you're farming renown. If you ever touch a normal dungeon, you are instantly wasting time. And if you want to waste time, you know, that's up to you, but don't do that. You cannot farm a helmet that way. You cannot get anything that way. Normal dungeons are never... Like, this is why, right, if you watch my streams carefully, again, you know, of course they lie for info, Adriano. Everyone knows that. Why do you think everyone comes here instead? Like... You know, I don't mean to sound irritated, but it's so stupid sometimes. Like, I say it every stream, and every stream somebody says, these people lied to me. Of course they lied to you. Of course they lie to you. They don't care about you. They want your viewership because if you watch their stuff, you boost their videos in the algorithm, then more people get the bad info. And when they're stupid and weak, they have to go to these other streamers and then beg them for help. You see, that's what they want. I'm different. I don't care. If you come to my stream, you learn. If you don't, that's also okay. But that's why I give you guys the real info. Please. Whoever recommended you all that, Adriano, block their channel, unsubscribe, report them, just fuck them over because they're not worth it. I'm normally not this aggressive, but seriously, I'm sick of people screwing other people over. I hate that. There's nothing I hate more in this world than other people getting screwed over just because some guy needs an ego trip. That's not me. Oh, thank you, Matt, for becoming a cool bot. Welcome to the robot family proper, yeah? I value honor above everything else. That's why I tell you, you see people like this, just help get them out of the system. Don't watch their content. Tell everybody their content sucks. Stop people from watching them, because the faster that they have zero viewership, the sooner they'll get out of the industry. It's better for everybody because they're all just gonna lie more. More people watch that shit, they're gonna lie more. That's why they have clickbait titles like this is the best way to get this is the best way to get that. They always use stupid clickbait titles. I don't do that kind of stuff, yeah. Well, thank you. I hope more people can see that value. But listen, guys, this is why I always tell you, ask questions. I'm always ready to answer. My people in chat are ready to answer. I mean, you already see them answering on behalf of other people, right? Ain't that right, BigChungas? Hey, Mo. Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Well,
I hope you have a great day at work today. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm here to help. But just remember that help me help you by also helping me get some of these bastards out of the industry. The faster we get them out of the industry, the better. All right? Get them off of our show. Oh, no, it's okay. I don't mind it. Better to, you know, it's great to see more people have the knowledge, you know? It means that at least I'm doing something effective. Could you imagine if I did all this stuff, right? And then nobody knew shit? I'd be the world's worst teacher. Well, reality is the truth, ain't it? So I think that should count. I'm hoping. Resource burn is not happening. Barrier breakers. Ah, shh. I'd rather take backstabbers. Let's go. Of course they're not. For them, they want fame. They've got an ego. For them, they want to be the best no matter what. For me, it's the opposite motivation. And they'll try and say that my motivation is bad, but I'll tell you, my motivation is money. I only care about making the most money. That's why I'm always honest, because if you trust me and I'm honest with my content, then you're going to watch my content, which means I make more money. Money is all I care about. I'll be honest with all of you. You know, Boog probably knows this, but the only thing I care about in this world is one thing, money. Why? Because I've been broke my whole life. So that's all that's important to me. Money, money, money. And if I want to make money, I do it legit. So that's how you know that my stuff is always going to be best value. Because as long as the money flows, I'll be here. And as long as I can make money, I'll always give you the best. 100% Mr. Krabs mentality. I got no shame in saying that, you know. Because it's true. I'm tired of being broke all my life. I'm tired of having no money. So I want to make money. That's why money makes me happy. Money can't buy happiness? That's bullshit. Money will buy you my knowledge, my loyalty, and my truth. And that's why I provide the best for my people. I want to develop a brand that is based around that. Not the money bit, but the, you know, delivering the best of quality. The quality has a price, you know? Yep, 110%, bros. What's the one thing I always say? I used to say this on Dark Tide all the time when, you know, sometimes players would throw me a challenge. Hey, you want me to play the entire level with a revolver? No problem. I will do anything for money. I'm sorry, Julio. You'll have to wait until the level 70 video comes out. Jesus Christ, guys. How many times have we been asked today, huh? If you want to see the best build, you have to wait. Why? Number one, people steal my content. Number two, I will play everything to a certain level first. then I'll provide all the information to you with explanations, Julio. That's why I don't do it on stream. Okay, so I hope you can understand. If you want to see the content faster, please like the stream, share my videos. It's all free. But if you do that for me, all right, more people attend my streams, more people watch my content, more people consume my content, all right, I'll be able to help you guys more. But if you don't do that, if you choose not to share my videos, you don't like my videos, you don't talk about my videos, then the content will have to come out slower because I gotta make money. All right, so I hope you understand this. That's okay. That doesn't offend me at all. Mark Wahlberg's pretty alright. I got nothing against him as a dude. Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you for supporting me regardless. I appreciate that. But yes, remember, Julio, if you really want my content to come out, please, I'm asking you a genuine favor. All you have to do to support me is like all my videos, share my videos on social media. If you do that for me and I see my viewership going up, I'll be able to make content faster because more viewership means YouTube pays me more, which means I can make more content faster, okay? So I hope you guys understand that. Y'all want to see things happen faster all the time? Please, I'm begging you guys. Like the streams, like all the videos, share all the videos. Whenever you see the notification on your phone, right? Go in immediately. Now this is a helpful trick, right? As soon as you see the notification on your phone for any of my uploads, don't just say, at least hit the watch later button. Okay, if you really got no time, but otherwise, go into the video, like and share it for me. It'll take 2 minutes, right? And then, or just leave the notification there. Don't interact with it. When you're ready, interact with the notification, go in, like and share the video. If you do that, believe me, this channel will blow up so fast. If I can just get 5 people every day to share 5 videos, dude, I'm gonna go. Hello, King Goris. Welcome to the Robot Nation. My thoughts on fire builds. I suggest you watch the Sorcerer section of my latest patch notes video. It's an hour long, yes, but not the Sorcerer section. You can just literally, like, every video that I make has chapters, right? You can just fast forward to the Sorcerer section. Just watch that. It's about 10-12 minutes. I give my judgment on fire builds in there in relation to the upcoming patches, which I think would give you a lot more context because right now they're going to undergo a lot of patches. So I highly suggest watching that if you genuinely want my opinion on fire builds. Why? Because with the upcoming changes, of course, fire builds may seem more viable, but there's also some concerns that need to be understood. And all of that is covered in that video. So you can literally just fast forward to that section. You don't have to watch the whole video, but it would be exactly the information you're looking for and probably in more detail than you're looking for. So I hope that that would be helpful to you. I personally don't use fire builds, obviously, because they have several innate flaws. And I don't think the patch is going to solve those flaws. But still, I urge you to watch that section of the video to learn more because it'll be thoroughly helpful. And of course, it'll further your understanding of other factors as well. No problem. Happy to help. I'll actually be doing a separate video as well. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Oh, but this is a level 50. But this is 19%. Holy balls to the walls. Hell yeah. These are both 19%. These are both going in my stash. God damn. I'ma slap him on my druid as soon as he hits world tier 3. I'ma use him for my barbarian too. That's good. Can I trade one? Oh, it's account bound. Shit, I want to give one to Kaz. That's a really nice one. Yeah, you can get uniques as a Nightmare Dungeon reward. That's why I highly encourage people. Sometimes you may not, like, I've won like 6 howls from below, but never a single Deathless Visage, so that's RNG for you. But if you do Nightmare Dungeons, you stand a better chance of not only getting better XP, which will cause you to level up really super fast, but also the legendary reward at the end could be a unique instead. So I highly encourage Nightmare Dungeons over all other content. If you really want to gear up, not only, well, Glyph XP is another thing. If you don't have Glyph XP, you're going to be weaker than everybody else. Bada bing, bada boom. If you spend even 1 second in a normal dungeon or a stronghold, like some other assholes will recommend you to do, like some fucking Mark Zuckerberg wannabe, you know, He still looks even worse than the original. Fuck that guy. Sorry. Very angry with that person. I hate his guts, and you know, I really hate everything he stands for. But basically, if you want the best, Nightmare Dungeons are the way to go. And the devs themselves are trying to push Nightmare Dungeons as the ideal farming method for everybody.
Wouldn't have made it without you. Bless you.
Yeah, that's how it goes, Filthy Tables. Oh man, please don't turn me into Zuckerberg. That guy's an alien. No, real Asian robot will just cage fight all of them. Hey, I'm sick today, so I'm extra salty, you know? Yep, everyone can feel the thumb today. I tell ya, I'm just tired of people lying to their audience because, look, why do you think they need you to be weak and stupid? It's the same tactics used by corrupt political governments. I've always said this. I've literally said it during the first stream of the season. It's the same tactics used by corrupt political governments. If they keep the population weak and stupid, the population has no choice but to rely on the government for help, and therefore the government becomes in control of every asset due to dependency. In psychiatry, guess what? It's called abusive codependency. Ta-da! Wow! And do you know who uses that? The Joker on Harley Quinn, his girlfriend. Congratulations. So many people are in an abusive relationship with their streamers and content creators and they don't even know it. Ha! How's that for a freaking joke? The Asian rage is always real. Like, I have no filter today because I'm too tired. I'm too sick to care. Look, I'm not normally like this, but you gotta understand, people will lie for any reason. They don't have your interests at heart. You see, they'll try and paint somebody like me as a bad guy, but I tell you, they are trying to screw you over. I'm just trying to make money. My only loyalty and interest is in money, so of course I'm the guy you can trust the most because, hey, as long as there's a dollar dangling in front of me, I'm never gonna lie to you. As long as I can smell the dollars, you will get everything you desire, okay? If I were a demon and you could summon me out of a ritual circle, I'd be one of the most fair demons because I'll be like, look, here's my price list, okay? You sacrifice this, you're gonna get this benefit, all right? You want an extra booty dance on top, you gotta sacrifice, you know, a couple extra down here. All right, so this is my price list, you know, I'm gonna fulfill your wishes or whatever, but this is the price you gotta pay, straight up, all right? You decide whether you want that or not, I'll wait here. See? Honest demons. Same thing, okay? Same principle here. It is forbidden on YouTube. I mean, you want a private booty dance, I guess. Although why you would want to watch a 33-year-old Asian man shaking his ass would be... That's kind of creepy, but I mean, okay, whatever. That's a relic from a Twitch time. But dude, everybody used to make me do that on Twitch, which was... Thinking about it, that's kind of weird, eh? What interest would you have in watching an Asian man, male, shake his ass on camera? Like... Yeah, that was a very strange time, thinking back. Well, oh well. Let's put that in the repressed memories folder, shall we? Yeah, I know.
Anything else?
I remember all of that, Boog. I remember everything. True, true. Yeah, Twitch is pretty wild. I've heard good things about Kick, but Kick, let's be frank, it's the flavor of the month. You'll have to see how long it lasts. Like the gravy, I'm seeing a lot of things that I don't like about it, but hey, if they offered me a contract, if they ever offered me a contract, I'd say okay. I'd say cool. You know, we can we can work together. But it would be a paid contract only. That's the only way I would ever move my streaming to Kick. I'll never stop making content on YouTube, but I wouldn't mind moving streaming division alone to Kick. That'd be okay with me. But it'd be, you know, it'd have to be paid. Yeah, let's go do this nightmare dungeon. Well, that's true. You know? That's why I too want to become an NPC streamer. As soon as I recover, I'm getting back to that shit. NPC is life, bro. I don't know how YouTube does it, to be fair. All I do is I just trust YouTube to do ads their way. Or if you have YouTube Premium, it solves everything. Plus, let me tell you, for all those ads, right? Did you know, King, that the Twitch ads pay like peanuts compared to a YouTube ad? YouTube ads pay quite a lot. Twitch ads don't. So unless you are already a champion, like one person actually put it really well when I heard them talk about Twitch. Twitch is a kingmaker, whereas YouTube is something that you can grow and build up your way. And I feel that that is very important for my brand. Because let's be honest, I'm not hot, I don't have big titties, so we all know that YouTube is the right way for me. Alright? If I had the biggest BigChungas, alright, I would be back, I would be on Twitch in a heartbeat. Because then you have access to all the crazy Sims who be stealing their mom's credit card, you know? But yeah, the fact is that if you have YouTube Premium, it rewards the streamer even more. So I very much prefer YouTube and their system, because if you guys got premium and you guys watch and consume hours and hours of my content, I get paid from YouTube Premium. So you can literally just leave my shit playing with sound on and I get paid from all you YouTube Premium people. So I like the YouTube system because it enables people to support their streamers without having to open up their wallets, especially when they're not sure if they're going to stick with the streamer for a long time, you know? And I feel that that system creates a much better community than Twitch, because people have time to get to know their streamer, see if they really vibe with them, you know, and then they can make their final decision. Yeah, YouTube Premium, I mean, prevents all the ads, and also if you have it, it's very helpful for streamers because we get paid from YouTube Premium. Kind of like how musical artists get paid from Spotify Premium. So on Twitch, you have to sub to that particular channel or get a gifted sub to avoid the ads. And then it'll cut into the ad revenue that the streamer receives. So Twitch is like a double screw over for the streamer. I find that it's not worth, you know, my time at all. Whereas YouTube not only pays you a much higher percentage, but YouTube Premium pays you as well. So I encourage all of you, you don't want to see the ads on my stream, get YouTube Premium, and then just leave my shit playing all day, every day. You know, my revenue would shoot through the roof. I'll tell you if people did that. I gotta get me some, like, hyper hardcore fans that'll either do that, or, you know, or just slap me with money. Either way. I mean, Zane already does that on a regular basis, but he's the BigChungas, you know. Ain't nobody taking that #1 spot from him, so, yeah. It is far better for the streamer. Fuck Twitch Prime, it's useless. Twitch Prime pays you peanuts. And you'll get those disloyal people that say, oh, I use my Prime on someone else. Man, fuck you. On YouTube Premium, you can use it on as many streamers as you want. But of course, just remember to only use it on me, because if you use it on anyone else, I will have to sacrifice you to the dark gods, and that would be unpleasant, yeah? So let's prevent any extra sacrifices. Yep, BigChungas is a fucking hero. Just you watch, sometime this month he'll just be like, okay, I've given everybody else a chance. Now I'm gonna take over the top spot on everything. What do you mean you like this stream? You better like every single one of my streams. If you don't like every single one of my streams, I'll cry. Do you want to see a grown man cry? If anyone answers yes to that, I will fuck you up. How dare you? Oh god, I feel like crap. Yeah, like I always say, I'm funnier when I'm sick. At least I'm recovering. God, the fever on the first day was shit. I couldn't tell up from down, left from right. I was in bed practically all day. That was not fun. Yesterday was better, the fever went away. But yeah, I still feel like rammed by a truck. And not the good way. I feel like a truck just came up from behind and fucking pegged me. I'm sure you will, Mike. Whenever you're ready to be the king of the gifted this month, it's all good. It's only the start of the month, so every spot's, you know, still early days. You don't have to worry too much. Oh, did I get a nightmare sigil? I think I got one. Yay. Hopefully it's a decent one. Okay, let's increase damage to burning enemies. This will help boost my overall damage. And damage to elites, of course. What's this? Mechanical box. Let's go. How do I even look? Oh, what do you mean? Oh, it's in the stream description. If you look in the stream description... Ah, well, there he goes. He just took it. Thank you. I just update it in general in there. Because unlike like Twitch has a leaderboard, we don't have that shit here, so I made my own. I just literally put your names in there, so only the top spots are the only ones with the amounts revealed, the rest don't, but like I have a top spot and then there'll be a list below. So that's how I do it. Because I could put it up on my stream as well, but I think that sometimes it's disruptive to the gameplay. So I actually put it all in my description, and then if you look at the thank you to supporters section of a video, everybody in that list gets a shout out every video. So in case you didn't know, I've been mentioning you guys in every single one of my videos in the thank you section. So yeah, that's where all your names go. And that way people know who's making the content possible, and of course proper credit is given. So I've been doing shoutouts in my videos since forever, but yeah, I like to make sure that I really thank the people that made it all happen. So thank you very much. I'll owe you some good stuff when I'm healthy and well, my friend. But I'm pretty sure you also find this, you know, dead on the inside me very hilarious. I can tell because Zane is very engaged with the chat today. He's thoroughly enjoying the kind of random drivel that spews out of this mouth of mine. Especially because I'm less filtered when I'm sick. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. That's rent and grocery money this month, so that's really good. Now I don't have to worry about that. Do my best on the content though. Cheers, my friend. Okay. Back at it. Got to eat to live. Wait, no, sorry. Gotta work to eat, gotta eat to live. Yeah, something like that. Whatever, fuck. Never mind. Okay. See, this would be good. It has movement speed. And movement speed is critical for a sorcerer, actually. But, I need one with reduced mana cost. And also, cooldown reduction. So, it's hard to get the 3 ideal stats, unfortunately.
Well struck.
Very tough to get them all lined up. So, that's the thing. And even for my ancestral focuses, right, I'm searching for perfect stats before I even throw them on. Because it's not like I need the boosted damage. I want perfect stats. I will not accept a compromise on any of that crap. I also need this. What the hell's going on? My chat died. Ah, thank you so much. Now I can see that shit. Sorry guys. YouTube. I think you overloaded YouTube to the point that it literally just freaking died. Okay, let me go back through chat now because I just got a 15 billion messages at once. What the hell? Okay. Let me see this shit. It's fine. If you like me emotional and angry and stuff, it works good, right? Okay, BigChungas take over. Let me just edit the list right now. I will do that manually. Okay, BigChungas has taken top spot in the super chatters. And Mike Cawthorn has taken the top membership gift spot. Well, okay, thank you. Thank you guys very much. And that is enough for the month. I think we just settled the entire month of August. Did Pen miss out again? Oh, poor Pen. You know, the RNG is pretty bad to Pen. He literally has never gotten a single one. All these random people that we never seen before have gotten one for some reason. And not Pen. And I don't know why. But thank you. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate all of you. It means a lot. I know, right? They should implement that, but Twitch has that system. YouTube should have just copied that system instead of trying to make its own, but it made its own weird shit, and now we have, well, this. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's not bad. I'm saying it's probably not ideal, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this for posterity. This one is a thing. I'm not gonna change this yet. Vulnerable, I'm saving. Conceited, I'm saving. Avalanche key passive, I'm saving. Okay. You have completely mastered every list, no worries. Why am I dropping aspects? I don't need them. If I don't need them, I throw them away. Because these are aspects that I'll never use. It's not like I can't sell them. I extracted them as a just in case during the testing process, but clearly right now I don't actually need them. So I'm just throwing them out. So I see them, because I like to save space. You know, I'm not a hoarder. So... So I try not to have too much in my inventory, because that way if I find an aspect I really want, I can just chuck it into the aspect space, right? And I don't have to have it taking up too much space in my stash. Some things that I really need to save but I haven't extracted yet, I'll put in my stash first though. So that's just how I do my inventory management, because there's limited spots and I just don't want to... Oh, what the hell is this? Because there's limited spots and I don't want to have too much going on at any one point in time. So it just makes it easier for me. What the... How have I never seen that statue? Anyway, thank you so much, BigChungas and Mike Cawthorn. Yes, yes. You are all top of your respective lists. There's no more lists to conquer. You've conquered it all. So, yep, that's the month of August finished. Now I'm gonna just focus on viewership and the content. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you can be in Torment in level 62 if you want. Just remember that you're gonna be inefficient. I recommend going in about 64, 65. It's only 2 levels difference, but it can make a huge impact on your farming efficiency. Up to you though. As long as you're comfortable, you do what you do you. That's just my recommendation, but ultimately you should always do what makes you happy. Oh, there's still some crazy jackasses that are like, oh, let's go into Torment at level 51. I'm like, okay, sure, I'm very happy for you. I'm sure you've got the biggest E-penis, but it's really not effective and you're not going to help anybody. Like, I was watching this other dude, he posted his video about how he, you know, had like the biggest dick because he just went into like Torment at like a super low level. And then like nobody watched his video. Which is great. Either that or people will watch a video and then never subscribe to you because they don't give a shit. Your friend gets all the kills to grind levels. Oh god, please, please. That's... Don't ever mention that in my chat, okay? That is not the way the Robot Nation operates. Ew. Ew. That's getting carried, bro. Ew. No. Getting carried? Getting your friend to do the killing work? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If you want to do it, but just don't ever mention it on my stream, because to me that's the same as boosting, and we do not encourage that. I did. Okay. Maybe it didn't update yet. 1 second. Is your name not at the top of the list? Okay. Easy. I can do that easily. Bada bing, bada boom. There we are. Altered. Okay, now it should be done. Now you got your own spot. How is that bad? Okay, so there are many pay-to-win services that offer boosting. That means that somebody just sits in the dungeon and doesn't really contribute much, and then they get levels by having their high-level friend kill. Now, boosting services are where you pay, so it's not your friend, but you pay for the service, and basically it's pay-to-win. So anything even related to boosting is seen as a negative. So, of course, you can do it with your friends if you want to, but since my place is, you know, I have certain standards of legitimacy that I like to keep up. If you want to do it, just don't mention it on my stream. We prefer not to talk about such methodologies. Getting power leveled and stuff like that is seen as, well, it's seen as weakness, basically. That, and of course, the association to boosting is never, you know, good. So that's why I say on this channel we keep it corporate. But if you wanna like, you know, do it, you know, by all means do it. As long as I don't know about it, I don't hear about it, it's all good. No, Mike is the top channel gifter. Don't take that spot from him. Let Mike have that. He has always been the top channel gifter. But you are the top on everything else, Mr. Chungus man. Besides, I think I've had I think you've given enough for today, yeah? I've had enough good luck. But yeah, I did just change it. It should say BigChungas there. You know, no, wait, Zane is right. It doesn't say BigChungas for the top super chatter. Why is that? Why does that not say that? Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna re-update it. Or should I just delete the whole list and start again? You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna take the whole list and chuck it into Notepad and then redo it. That's weird. It's not supposed to do that. No, it's all good. You're already at the top. You don't need to go any higher, Mike. Yep, no, that should be it. That should be it. Yep, it should have changed. Everybody who is there should be there. And there's an extra mic here for some reason. Oh, it's because I'm missing the title. Okay, there we go. Let's fix that. And my spelling is bad, apparently. Let's change the wording. Yep. Okay, there we go. Well, if you... Like, again, I don't mean it badly, Andre, but this is why if you use a robot build, if you use a recommended build for that season from me, you should find every enemy easy. Most enemies are never harder than the boss, and they're all just very easy to do. They're very easy to work with. They are buffing boss hit points as per the latest patch notes, but you should feel that most enemies are easy if you're using the correct kind of build. If you use one of your own builds, or if you use a build that's not designed by me, then you may run into problems, because I cannot guarantee the work of other people. I can only guarantee my own work. But yeah, it sounds like a very big build problem. How about you guys don't compete, all right? Because you guys have already given me more than enough. I'm settled this month. There is no need to compete in that way. Hey, to win seasons cost money. What? What? No, the only thing that costs money is the battle pass. And the only thing in the battle pass, the smoldering ashes are free. The entire battle pass is cosmetic. Y'all are wild. But hey, I can't deny if I'm getting out the ghetto slowly, I'ma take it. Who am I to say no, right? I am the streaming man whore, and I accept it. I am the porn clown for your success. Well, if you're thinking something, Andre, state it. Because if it's non-factual, I will like to counter. Because yeah, if you like to reassert something, that's okay, but seasons do not cost money. Seasons are entirely free, and as a content creator, I'm not a Blizzard partner or anything, but if any information is presented that is incorrect, do note that I have a duty to all my viewers, to all my people, to everybody. You know, I'm sorry, I have a duty to state that if something is incorrect, I have to correct it. I have to state the correct facts, so just be aware of that. Well, I agree, disagree, all, none of that matters. I'm just literally gonna have to state, you know, what's correct, what's not correct, that kind of stuff. So I hope y'all can understand. So I just have to be very careful. If somebody says something, I do have to at least say, well, hold on, you know, maybe this is not so correct. So you're saying that you have to restart the season, but everybody has to restart the season. Is that what you're talking about? Because everybody has to start the season at 0. So if you get somebody else higher level to power level you during the season after it started, yeah, basically that's still pay to win though, or at least that's what's considered boosting. Now, if you're getting your friends to do that and they're happy to do that for you, that's fine. But the reason why I don't talk about it on my stream or don't allow people to talk about it is because a lot of companies do pay to win. They do boosting. You can literally Google Diablo 4 boosting services and you will literally find a shit ton of companies offering that. These are illegal, FYI. But friends power leveling you, Blizzard can't really stop that. They've tried to limit it through the in-game mechanics, but they cannot actually stop that. Why must you guys compete now, today, when I can't even reward you for this? You people are too nice, glorious and blessed individuals. I love y'all. But you do not have to start the competition today. I guess, Tiago, that the point for the people boosting is because they feel like no matter what, they want to be at level 100. Yeah, if you want to, Zane. I'll account for it. If the chat freezes again, I'll just adjust my stuff. But yeah, it's because people pay to win because they want to be level 100 within like 2-3 days. And then like a lot of them feel that they can only start experiencing the game at level 100. They don't want to go through the pain of leveling up. So they'll just drop like a few $100s, ask somebody to level up while they're at work, right? They stay logged in the game. Or they log in from a PC where they don't have to do anything. Like, all they have to do is while they're working or whatever, they just have to accept the nightmare dungeons, right? Then an experienced pro will just take them into the highest possible nightmare dungeon. They stay at the entrance, get all the XP, and then the pro just keeps clearing the dungeons, and then, you know, they'll just do that for an hourly rate. So, yeah. That's just how it is. I know that's the whole point of the game, and that's why it's stupid. That's why boosting is generally considered a negative, and it's a sub-industry that was created by many people who basically, and a lot of actually like weaker streamers who don't have a lot of viewership and stuff, they actually sell these types of services on the side because they know they won't really make it as a streamer, so they still need money to live, but they love playing video games, so they do these kinds of services because it's an easy way for them to make cash off, you know, what they feel is something that they're passionate about. A lot of NEETs do it, you know, if they're not in education, employment, or training. It's a job that they can find, and these types of companies are always willing to hire staff. They can work remotely as long as they commit to the hours, you know. Some of them themselves do it because they can get like a lot of extra benefits, stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of reasons why. Yeah, that's normal. Everyone does that in a world boss because it's a world boss. There's no restriction in there. But if like, for example, you're going into a dungeon, your friend is getting all the killing and stuff, and you're just trying to survive and getting XP, that's considered boosting. And in general, it's not considered a very it's not considered like a proper thing. But I mean, if you do it, you know, between friends, I have no right to tell you no, just do it, but just don't mention it. That's all, you know? Because again, this stream is a public place. One thing that can potentially happen, and it has happened not with this game but with other games, right? Somebody mentions using an exploit. If that person happens, and if they happen to know that person's account, Blizzard can use what is said in a public space like my stream as evidence, ban your account for doing something against terms of service, and then bada bing bada boom, you know, you have no way of getting that back because they said, well, you said you did this on a public stream in a public place and you admitted fault, you know. So although they're not going to ban you ever for boosting, like nobody's going to care about something as small as that, in general it's frowned upon by the community. It's also frowned upon by a lot of gamers who view it as like a cheesy way to get to the top. You know, instead of actually playing the game, you're just letting somebody else play and just being along for the ride. So it just has a lot of negative connotations with it, which is why I encourage people not to talk about it here if you do participate in such things, or if you do it with friends. You know, I just don't encourage people to talk about it. You can do it, but just don't talk about it, you know. That way you stay safe, keep yourself safe, and we get to maintain an environment of strong, proper gaming. Also much better for my corporate sponsors. Okay. Now to reset my chat, just in case Zane decides to hit it. Okay. Now I'll just keep wandering around. Oh shit, all the elites got popped instantly. Oh wait, they're tier 23, but they're only 9 levels above me? That makes no sense. I have to go higher. This is insufficient. I need to drink. There we are. No, they curtailed it. They actually stopped it. Hey, Psyche. If you look at the actions that they took by providing a level offset, they stopped power leveling. So I think that they want the power leveling to be done with participation. So I don't think that they want the power leveling to be done via like boosting services is what they mean. Congratulations. I feel that what they want is the power leveling to be done via with friends, but with active participation, which is why they introduced the idea of the leveling offsets, which I feel does make sense. It creates a much better overall idea than, you know, just getting carried. Not all of my attacks are crits, but I do have a generally high crit rate. See, now you understand, Adriano. Now you're doing things the right way. That's why the robot way is the best. Thank you for tuning in and, you know, getting the right answer. How you doing, Psyche? I hope you're doing good.
That's a deal.
Yeah, I know. I'm going back for it. I ran out of inventory space. Jesus Christ. Honest question for you, Andre. Do you think I'm stupid? Hey, bro. I'm the guy that makes the guides. I'm the guy that, you know, figured out all this crap. Chillax, man. I never do anything wrong. Jesus Christ. BigChungas with 50? Okay, that is, well, chat's about to get spammed. So after I finish the inventory, right, I come back and then I pick up everything because I don't want to lose the gifts. But yeah. Okay, let's see. 50 just came in. Rosadonna, Vergi VRG, Alessandro, Nunzio, Ferrex, Omran, Paul Douglas, Jarvis, A Joke Here, Lucas Main, AJ, Ivan, Sandro 2.0, Raccoon, Ultra Rare Custom, Testicle. I don't even know these people. Ragnarok, Daniela, The Builder, Madman 46i, Crassus, Dr. Kiz, Aurel, Oxy, AR Trolls, Karu, I'm a Noob, Smiley Face, Savage Talk, Zyke, Happy Dude, Stales, Corey Forfeit, Panda Sensei, C4 Paul, some Chinese character I can't read, Toxic Bearcat, Nazcal, Nazgul, DeAndre, Mass Hamden, Raby, Dezelt, Connor, .8, Florian, Lucas, dude with a Chinese name, Hectic No Pen, oh lord. I'm sorry, Pen. Bro. Wait, no, it's still coming in. Mantis and Jigsaw Magnus Bakken. Who even are these people? But thank you. Most importantly, thank you to the BigChungas. Honestly, none of you have to do this for me, and just know that I appreciate it tremendously, and I don't want you guys to compete if it's gonna like hurt your finances or anything like that. But thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me to grow and for doing all this for me. So thank you all for that. But you know, you guys don't have to give me this much, but thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. Hey, if I don't have to worry about rent and groceries, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Looks like there's another month of streaming literally set ahead. So thank you. This means another month that we get to be robot. Arigato. Now, I don't really need anything for the rest of the month, but thank you. I think that's the entire month settled. So, today is a good day. Today is the settling for the entire month. After all my sickness, I count that as a nice little birthday gift. End of this birthday. Now I just gotta recover so I can actually perform for your punk asses. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Yeah, I know. It is wild, happy dude. Welcome. Congrats on winning a membership if you did. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you doing that. Someday I'll get to have a mortgage. I'll work on that slow and steady. Oh, come on. Okay, this triggered. Good. Someday I'll work my way up there. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. This ring. This ring. Ah, but the slot is bad. Shit. This is a damn good ring, but the slot sucks. Okay. Guess that's a wash too. Private booty dance. I don't think I can, man. I get banned off YouTube. The gacha pulled 50 times, but the pull did not go where we wanted. That is quite the gacha. And also one of the reasons why I don't play gacha. Because every time, I tell you, you play gacha, it just tears your soul apart. Pensu has like, he doesn't need, like, if this was a gacha game, Pensu would be my pity pull. But we don't know where the pity pull is. Guys, what the hell? I have 300 ping. What the what's going on? Something's going on with the server right now. Dude, I think Zane's 50 gifts lagged the entire Diablo server somehow. You know, it was so powerful that all of Diablo literally lagged. I couldn't do anything. But anyway, I'm glad that y'all find me entertaining enough to, you know. Yeah, you totally lagged the game, bro. Couldn't do anything. My whole character was like not moving.
That's a deal.
Anyway, I'm so sad to lose that ring, but it has to go. It has to go. You know, I actually have a shiny Charizard somewhere, but it's lost in all my boxes. One day if I ever find it, I'm gonna sell that shit. I'll always remember a shiny Charizard as my vengeance card. You wanna know why, guys? Cause I'll always remember there was this one kid that used to be a huge dick to me, right? One day I robbed his shiny Charizard and he was upset. He cried for a week straight. I never thought much of it back then, but I was just like, ah, showed ya. So that's my vengeance card. I still think I have it somewhere. Don't know where, but I have it somewhere. Lightning Storm, Backstabbers, Death Pulse should be okay. Don't really want Lightning Storm if I can avoid it. But I'll have to try it first. Let's see if there are any Ultra Seers. Okay. Armor Breaker, no. Resistance Breaker. Drifting Shade should be okay. Let's try... Actually, wait, before that. Well, I appreciate you lifting my spirits with your Chungus powers. It is very good. So thank you very much for that. Let's try Lightning Storm and see how that goes. I actually want to taste it. This will either go really good or really, really badly. It's an either or situation. You cannot directly gift someone. That's only a Twitch feature. YouTube doesn't have that feature at all. It's weird. I don't know why, but it doesn't have that feature for some god-awful reason. I don't know because I have not played the Druid yet. I'll be making an efficient build for the Druid, but I don't know if it'll use Poison Creeper at all. I will see what I have room for and what is ideal when I get around to the Druid. So at this current moment, maybe somebody else might have one, but I do not have a answer for you that I can, you know, say with 100% certainty, yeah, yes, this is the case, or no, this isn't the case, you know? Because don't forget, a lot of these skills are nice, but they only work in the early game. And in the early and mid game, anything is possible. But once you get past World Tier 3 and you're fighting above your level all the time, that's when you need to start making sure that your build is hyper optimized. This is where, you know, this is where you generally will need to know stuff. But again, that's why the best builds usually don't change much, because they have a fundamental strength. So if any build like might have a fundamental strength like Poison Creeper, like maybe it can inflict vulnerables, or it can, you know, do some crits or something like that. Like, a lot of this is a possibility. It may work, but you'll have to see. You'll have to see whether or not it will actually work in the upper tiers. Oh yeah, they're still probably coming in. And they probably still will come in because it was 50 in total, and they come in one at a time. So it's probably just gonna keep hitting until all 50 go through. So they'll still keep coming in. Because the overlay designers, right, they never expect anybody to get like this kind of shit. Which is why sometimes, right, the notification, like some of the biggest streamers, right, they'll set the notification to not be on an individual level. But because my entire overlay is actually a rip-off of my Twitch overlay. Because there's no proper overlay designers for YouTube, just so you know. And due to that, I had to basically like jury-rig the Twitch overlays. And due to that, there's no way to like select and aggregate. So I can't just say like this person gifted X number of memberships. It'll just take it as if it's gifting one each time. And that's the only way I can get it to work. So you guys will have to put up with it, but thank you very much. For me, it's a blessing hearing that 50 times. Beautiful. Never in my life have I gotten that, so yay, this is a milestone moment. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, she should be done with work soon enough. But I might end stream before, like, that happens. It is a milestone. It really is. Because today I won't be streaming my usual hours. Well, I'm glad you got the helm, my dude. I hope I'll get one eventually, but we'll see. Well, you can like download a sound effect, and when you deposit your paycheck, right, then you can play the sound effect yourself. But I don't think banks have, you know, manual alerts. Although it would be kind of cool if a bank could set up an alert. I think customers would go wild for that shit.
Oh, yo.
Hey, hey, honey. I was just coming into the voice because I figured you might come in soon.
Yes.
Today, the lads have been very good to me.
Good. Hi, boys.
Yep, a total of 60 gifted memberships today.
Oh my goodness, they have been very kind.
Yes, indeed. And I'm surviving.
Boys.
Yep,
Good to hear.
yep. Gonna go about another 30 minutes and then I'll call it for the day.
Okay.
How was your day, honey?
It was good.
Good. I'm glad it
Now
was.
I am contemplating life decisions.
Dinner?
Oh no, I've had dinner enough. No,
And
I
what is your
am.
life decision?
So I started changing my room around last night, and now I've got work, so have to
Oh, you didn't finish it last night?
finish. No, God no, you would never finish it in a day, but I was doing anyway. I have to build a desk and everything still, fam.
I see. Damn, and here I was gonna watch vids with you today. Oh well.
Oh, please wait till Sunday. Please wait till Sunday.
You
'Cause
nerd.
This is not going to be done till tomorrow.
Okay, you go ahead and do your shifting.
Because there's only so much I can do while people are whooping, so.
Okay, nerd.
So, I'm going to chat to you for a little bit and then get back to the laborious task of finishing this room.
Okay.
My muscles are already aching from last night. I was like
Yep.
shoving furniture around and all that kind of nonsense.
Oh lol, I got stabbed by the dude. Damn it.
What are
I
you
turned
playing?
to look in chat. No, I'm Diablo, obviously. You know, gotta get the people in. Because this one is the main one. I haven't done the Diablo content for 2 days. People been breathing, asking when's the next thing, you know? So I had to get back on the grindy grind today. Then I turned to look at chat and then I died because I'm doing the stupid nightmare dungeon with the lightning. So as soon as I turned my head, you know what happened. Bzow. So that happened to you, boy. Yes. Yawner. Yawner, yawner, yawner.
Tired, bro.
I know, bro. Look at you daring to be tired in my presence. Come here, let me douche you. Are you okay though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. You in contemplation mode over your life decisions?
Yeah, because I've got so much stuff around me, it's just a little overwhelming. My own fault, of course,
No,
but
no.
it's still overwhelming.
Yep. I can tell because you're in
Need it.
that distracted mindset today.
100% it needed to be done,
Okay.
but we're halfway through. And once I
Okay.
get some of the stuff out and get the desk built in place, I will feel a lot better about it.
Okay. And sorry, let me catch up with chat. Yeah, so for Loldell, I'm sure my mods may have already answered you, but basically, yeah, we don't talk about that particular game anymore, nor do I support
We don't
Domus
talk
anymore.
about Bruno here.
Because the game, the devs not only support racism towards the Asian people, obviously, but much of their community is racist as well. And honestly, it's just not worth. Considering I have corporate sponsors who are Asian, and being an Asian gentleman myself, it is just not.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's not a good look. So. I know, newbie. Chungas gifted 50. It was insane, and Penn still didn't get a gift.
Crazy. Oh.
I know, it just gifted like all these randos instead.
Oh, bless his little heart.
Well, Loldell, if you think that it's a false rule, you know, that's on you, man.
What's the cultural? We have, Lodell. Trust me, we've done everything that we possibly can.
Yep. We've attempted it, no action was taken. I think it's on by default, actually. For most people. It is, but yeah. Well, the evidence went public and nothing was done, so, you know. But yeah, at any rate, you know, we just don't talk about it anymore. So, if you want to stay for the other content, you're welcome to. If you're only interested in that content, you may have to find somebody else that can provide, because, yeah, we no longer do that. But thank you regardless for stopping in.
So Tidius, that's actually a good point. He needs to go in and turn on the receive gift in order to get a gifted sub. Because it's not automatically on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew that. Huh. Well, now we know.
I never even thought of that, actually.
I don't even know it's a thing, and I'm the guy that, you know, enables it. Yeah, this is Diablo 4.
Everybody who has a YouTube account, if you go and watch anybody's live stream, you have to turn on the ability to receive gift as an individual in order to be able to receive a gifted sub.
Oh, I never watch anybody else, so makes sense that I didn't know. So this is it only on stream that you see that?
Yeah, it's only when you're in someone's stream.
Oh,
you click on your own
so
profile
because I've watched
and go and have a look.
videos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only when you're watching someone's live stream.
Ah, so this in. That makes sense. Like I've watched tons of other videos, but never streams.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 is absolutely fire.
I was watching a stream, God, it must have been about 4 or 5 months ago, of this guy who, it was Disney Dreamlight Valley. And I was the only one in there who didn't have like the blue name. And this girl was like, I'm trying to gift you a sub, can you turn it on? I didn't realise at that time either that that's how you did it. She was like, you need to turn it on. I was like, alright, okay. She was like, you can't have anybody in here with a blue name, or whatever colour it was, I can't remember. I was like, alright. Calm your tid.
Hardcore simp that lady must be.
For the streamer, most likely, she gifted, honest to God, she must have gifted about 400 or 500 subs that month.
Well, it's okay.
It was crazy.
I'm happy with my 50 from Zane. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Sims are wild. They're pretty crazy. Yeah, stalkerish.
Lol, Brandon.
Diablo 4 is absolutely amazing, you know. But yeah, no, I'm glad that, you know, those of you that stopped playing Dauntless, you've completely stopped. Because, yeah, shenanigans, it got really bad. Basically, if you stopped 2 years ago, that's exactly when it got bad, 2 years ago. I stopped really making content, like seriously making content about a year ago. Never looked back since. But yeah, it's definitely a good idea not to play. There's so many great games coming out, and I'm a partner for several of them. Okay, there's even one that I'm gonna...
I just wish you gave me money back for all the money I spent on that fucking game.
Yeah. I'm even an up-and-coming partner for one of the biggest game drops this year. It's unofficial for now, so when it becomes official, y'all will get the announcement. My Discord already knows. Kaz already knows. That one is very, very... It's quite an exciting one because it's a big title. And everybody knows that title. So they've selected me. I'm looking forward to it. I think it would be hard pressed for somebody to not know that title, even if they haven't played. Because I haven't played and I know that title.
I haven't played. Yeah, I haven't played either, and I know what it is.
Yep.
Lol,
But the fact that it's going to be on Game Pass is going to be pretty cool, though.
Yes.
Game Pass seriously is like the best. You know that new Starfield game is going to be on Game Pass?
I didn't.
Yeah.
What is Starfield?
I don't know, some Bethesda game that everybody's hyped about, like a super open world game. It's like Skyrim. It's like the sci-fi Skyrim. But obviously I'm not into that because it's not live service. So I'll be giving that a pass, but the fact that it's on Game Pass is a great reason to get Game Pass because you get so much stuff with it. You know? It's genuinely a good investment.
It is going to come out. Tiago, that's as much as you're
Yeah. It's going to come out, Tiago. But I will not make any announcement until it's actually official because it's just an unofficial thing.
Proper tools of vengeance. Have a look.
Long story short, I know the people who run the thing, and they usually have a short list, and they always ask me beforehand. So I usually know about this stuff beforehand, before like the official recruitment goes out. So that's the reason why. But that's why I also like, just as a show of good faith toward them, and so that, you know, they don't get stuck in the situation where like, oh well, he mentioned this and that, you know. Just for their safety, my safety, everybody's safety, you know, we're all happy. I make it so that I don't say anything. Again, also one reason why companies like me, I don't say anything until it actually happens. When it's official, you know, there's a big announcement.
I'm going to take this one because I'm really in the humor for it. So, Mark, the reason it's on that channel is so it's not on this channel. It wasn't newly uploaded, or they're not new videos. They were just moved from one channel to another.
Yep. Those videos were posted there, just to add context, because I wanted to help support the fans that I had coming up. So you did it on my sub channel for a while, but basically I decided enough was enough. I stopped. It wasn't worth it because not only was my main channel continuously getting attacked by the same people, but it resulted in just an overall negative atmosphere. So in order to shut it down completely, I decided, nope, enough is enough. I'm done. I posted an I quit video, so I haven't posted anything new there at all. That's why I made the I quit video and I just let that go because there was no point in me carrying on there. And that's why I told people in that I quit video, if you guys only sub to my channel, and it's understandable, but if you only sub to my sub channel $4, I understand. But we're no longer making that content, you know, that sub channel is going to be dedicated to other games as we go along, you know, as and when I've got time. It'll now be dedicated to other games that I plan on playing, so yeah. If y'all want to still stay sub to that, absolutely go ahead. But if y'all don't want to, nothing will be held against you. We understand. You know, right now my main focus is Diablo 4 and all of the upcoming content for other games that I'll also be working on. And that's it. So I hope y'all understand.
There's that.
But yeah, Tiago, don't you worry. Once I have the actual information on it, all right, I'll make a announcement in public so everybody knows, which is my next big partnership. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And for Loldell, every game with a chat is racist. You're not surprised if certain games get canceled. Yeah, true. A lot of these games, like...
Well, I'm going to combat that with one game. I have never seen anybody in the chat for Neverwinter. I have never seen racism in that chat.
True. That is actually true.
I've never seen it, not once.
Turns out I haven't finished
I
my
have no.
nightmare
I don't
dungeon.
think I've ever even seen anyone be mean to anybody in that chat.
Oh, that I've seen 100%.
Well, that I haven't seen, but I've definitely never seen anyone be racist in that chat.
Oh, I've seen so much meanness when, you know, like during the older days of the dungeon runs when somebody wasn't doing their job or they, you know, went in with the wrong role or whatever, or they just didn't care and did something wild, then yeah. That became...
That's different though. I can see, now to me, to be honest, that's a little bit different because when you go into a dungeon in Neverwinter, the majority of players take it very serious. So if you're going in and you're lolling all over everybody or you're just being a dick about it, then if you get absolutely rolled for it, that's your own fault.
Yeah, I think it was more prevalent on the PC where everybody could type anyway. So, lots of keyboard warriors there, but yeah, people used to get mad. So that's just because I think you were playing on the Xbox version for the majority of that, so you wouldn't have seen as much.
Of course I would have.
No, I mean, you wouldn't have seen as much people being mean to each other in the chat.
But what does my platform have to do with anything?
PC players are far more toxic. At least based on my
Play with
experience.
PC player.
Yeah, I am a PC player. You play with me. You know I'm toxic.
I know you're toxic, but that doesn't mean I haven't played with other PC players. You know, a lot of PC players play with controller.
Does that... I thought that wasn't crossplay back then.
It's not crossplay, but PC players, if you play with controller, it counts as Xbox, it counts as console.
No, I didn't know that. Fair enough.
Blunt, sinister.
But then in that case, then
It's
I'm
the same
referring
with
specifically to mouse and
PC
keyboard. And I'm
players.
just telling you,
Yeah.
I'm just explaining my experience here.
Oh,
Just
Ren,
telling you.
I've played on other servers. Trust me, I know all about it. Paladins on any server other than Europe is the most toxic place you can ever be these days.
Yep.
That's right, Book. That situation was a completely different and unique situation, and one I had never experienced up until that point, and one I haven't experienced since.
Yes, indeed. This Manta.
Would you like me to leave?
Manta. No. Of course, we appreciate the Manta here. Mantaing all over me, right? With your Manta style.
First Carlo, now Leo. There's something out there killing us and no one...
That was the problem. The devs were friends with the guy who was doing it, and so they wouldn't take action.
Well, not only were
And
they
he
friends, they
felt like he
openly
was God.
stated that they supported him, you know?
Yeah.
And we have those chats, we just didn't post them, but they openly stated
Oh, I
they would
so much-
support him. And, you know, if I tried anything that I wouldn't, that's why that particular game never made me a partner. And I've been proving them wrong ever since because many companies have very openly, you know, given me partnerships. I have very openly worked with like so many good people in these other companies. Like, you know, you can't say he's a problem, right? You know, they called me a problem. They called me all sorts of names under the sun. But wait a second, I'm here with so many different, you know, opportunities here. Hey, something is going wrong, you know? And I think that that is what has probably shifted a lot of people's attitude to them, because it's clear that they play, not only do they play favorites, they basically pick and choose who they want and what they were doing. And I'm going to say it openly, all right? Some people may not like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it openly. They were deliberately picking white content creators that agreed to be their yes men, who would only say good things about the game and who would only support the game. They weren't doing any criticism of the game. The one white content creator that did make any criticism of the game was quickly run out of town, and he was their biggest, because they allowed everybody in that Discord to talk bad about him. All right, his name.
Yep.
This is the only time I'm gonna name drop because, like I said, it's not beef or drama, but this guy's name was Odo. You know, I personally don't share any love or hate for these people, but what I will say is that, you know, I saw what happened to him and it was disgusting, and yeah, he was run out of town, and these people were just allowed free reign to do whatever they wanted. You okay over there?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to you?
I coughed.
Ah, okay. Sounded like you were choking for a second. I got worried.
Nah, it's just all the dust from moving everything the last day or so.
Fair enough. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you have devs who weren't even willing to stop their partners, people they reached out to support their game, if they're not willing to help their own partners, they're certainly not willing to help their players.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't care about their partners, the people they're actively paying to play the game, they don't give a shit what the players think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why their game is in a shit state, because
Yeah.
what happened was that my people, my community, I still remember the names of these people right now. Kaz, she's right here. And that's my girl. Oh, Mr. Cream Puff, also known as Tim. Death Dawning 982. You'll know him from as being one of my longest channel members.
Lady
All
Neo.
of these people, Lady Neo, all of these people, Boog, all of them sent in emails asking what the hell. They sent in emails. We all sent in emails. We all asked, what the hell is this? Why was this allowed? You know, why was a racist statement allowed to be made? And all of
I
them
was
went
messaging
ignored.
the devs on Discord and everything. And not one, the only time any of them ever got back to me was when they put that picture up in the Discord and I went fucking ballistic.
Oh yeah.
That was the only time I ever received any kind of recognition from any of the devs. And now the guy did apologise and did what he could do, which was, if he do it again or banned, he used bullshit and pulled the picture down. But that's the only time I ever received a response. And it's because there was no way they could say that what I was saying was false.
Yep.
Because the picture was there for all to see.
Yep. But we saved that conversation. If they ever get uppity, I'll post that publicly too. Fact of the matter is that they did a lot of shady and disgusting shit.
The shady shit you wouldn't mind so much. It's the disgusting shit that they're going over the like way over the line.
Oh, I still remember
That's the
when
stuff
they,
that got my goat.
yeah, they actually threatened. For those of you that don't know, they, like the screenshot that's on Twitter in the proof section is threatening physical violence toward the Asian people, but
Yep.
several members of that Discord also threatened violence toward my parents, my mother specifically. And we have that caught in 4K, screenshotted as well before they could clean it up and delete it. We have all that. Like I said, I was just, at the time, I just didn't want to create too many waves or rock the boat too much for my audience, which was large. And this is why to this very day, I'm still #1 search for Dauntless, even though I don't even make content for it anymore. You'll actually see me in the search rankings still. Sorry, I'm just there because I was doing stuff for people for a long time. And yeah. All of these details, like, I only stopped rocking the boat because it was no use to me. It wasn't benefiting my career anyway, so no point in me trying to drag, like, a shit company down through the mud with me because, you know, it's not going to matter. It's not going to give me a bigger deal.
Anyway.
Yeah. They'll just wreck themselves. Like, I don't even have to worry about that or anything like that. To me, it's just, it is whatever. And I realized that it was just better to move on. But a lot of people do ask things and, they do want to know stuff. So, yeah.
You're right, Boog. You're right. I'm even then, you guys have no idea of some of the stuff that we have, like, because we've never really shown it to anybody. But it goes beyond a joke. It goes beyond, you know, it was just a meme. It goes beyond all of that.
Yep, absolutely.
And we sat on that. We sat on that and we said nothing. And we literally let these people put their own foot in it. And this one particular guy ended up putting his own foot. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what he did for them to finally, for Phoenix Lads to finally cut him off. But they did. He's no longer a partner, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the second his partnership was revoked, he started full on attacking anybody who played that game. And you can see it if you go through, if you look, I have no problem. You go to Odo's channel and watch the last from a few months ago now. We've got a couple of videos of about Dauntless, and he mentions the person in it, and he mentions the fact that his partnership was revoked, and the fact that he's now coming for him. I mean, if you got your partnership revoked, then bro, you know, look internally. What did you do?
Pretty much.
But the last thing I'm saying is that no better person to have a partnership revoked than that dude.
Yep.
Even if it took like a long fucking time to do it, it was about time.
Yep. I have no doubt that no matter what, they'll always have their core base who will never leave that game because they, you know, find it interesting. All games have that, you know, it'll be like 3,000 people or whatever. And especially when it's a free-to-play game, you know, they'll always have that basic set of people that'll always be there. But, you know, eventually, if we stop talking about it, if people realize how bad it is and stop making content, you know, they'll go away. Yeah.
I can see why it would be intriguing now. At the time, it was very fucking stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It was like super stressful.
I was much newer in the content field, didn't have any partnerships to my name back then, so it was a tougher time and, of course, very frustrating and stressful. But now that I'm experienced with the industry, I just like, meh. It is what it is. And yeah, it's just, to me, it's just, though that was the time. That was what happened. It is what it is. We've all moved on, moved past, moved better. Been better.
I just want my money back.
What?
I said I just want my money back.
Yep.
I spent a fortune on that game, bro, when we first started playing.
Yep. It's true. It's true.
That's
like
true, Boog. That's
I don't deny the growth that it brought me, you know, the opportunities that it brought me to meet the people, not with the devs. It just taught me what not to do as a partner, so that when I did approach game companies and I got my first partnership, and from there I've been building and just grabbing deal after deal after deal. It taught me a lot about which is why I built the channel in a particular way. It's why I built this channel in this such a unique way. It's why you also see that I don't have an open Discord where everybody and their grandmother can join in. It's not like that anymore. Why? Because I learned what kills a creator fastest. Like, this is why some creators will have a separate Discord for fans, like it's just a fan Discord. You know, they don't even run it. Maybe one of their mods who has the time is paid to run it. You know, they have stuff like that. But in general, like 95% of the time, most creators will, like the more successful creators, they have more private Discords for only their top supporters. And that is the biggest thing that I learned. That's why, like, we learned all these systems so that now people know that information's tightly locked. There are no leaks, so companies can trust me. You know, I don't sign an NDA and then immediately go blabbing to everybody and their grandmother. You know, I do it legit. I do it proper, and I stick to the rules.
Try our best to do it the right way. Yeah.
Yep.
That's all we can do.
And that's why the company sues
we
me.
also keep the Discord private because it's not that we don't want people in there, we just don't want drama in there, and so
we're just very selective about who comes in. You gotta earn the
people are around
trust.
for a long time. Exactly. When you're around for a long time and you've been here at the streams, and we get to know you, like, and to be honest, yeah, okay, you know, anyone who gets like a membership or whatever can come in, but we do invite some people who can't afford memberships in, just wants to be controlled to you.
Yeah.
But that just has to be built over time. So it's not a case of somebody can come to 1 or 2 streams and we're just going to invite you. That's not going to be the way it is. It's going to be a case of if you come around and we get to know you and you just can't afford to pay for the content, that's fine. Like that, you know, we do invite people who can't afford it. So it's not like the only people who get in are people who pay. We would never tell anyone that you couldn't afford to do it. Like, we would just keep that to ourselves. But people do get invites. That's simple.
Tiago, for example, is one of the people that will probably receive an invite.
Yeah.
In, you know, eventually. Just as an example. So, yeah. That's just how it is.
Now, Which one of you boys in chat am I playing to come and help me finish this room?
Yeah.
Oh, why did I do this to myself? I mean, it had to be done. It had to be done, but why did I do this to myself?
Because you're a nerd.
This
You
all
are a
started
filthy
off.
nerd.
This literally started off with buying a desk. The minute I bought that desk, I was like, okay, I'm gonna blitz this room. I'm gonna tackle it. I'm gonna throw away all the old shit that I don't use.
Mm-hmm.
And I cleaned off all my shelves and I was like, while I'm here, let me clear out my wardrobe. Then it was, let me clear out my books. Then it was like, let me clear out my art supplies. And now I'm surrounded by everything.
But I mean, you wanted to put it away, so there you go.
Well, I wanted to put up a desk. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and you wanted to readjust everything, so.
Yeah, and it's manifested itself into this beast.
Yep, so. Go do your best.
By tomorrow night, by tomorrow night it's going to be done. It's going to have to be done. I'm not going to drag this out for too long.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I just can't take the bags to the recycling until tomorrow because I need Kevin's car. It's too far away from me to drag all those bags.
Lol. Kevin is her secret simp.
He is not a simp.
Yes.
He's just my friend.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first.
Lol. You need to call Kevin alone.
What?
I said you need to call Kevin alone.
No.
Okay.
Do I ever leave anybody alone? No, hell no. This Kevin guy sounds sus. Nah, he's not.
Renee,
But
he's not so.
But I'm gonna tease her about him for the rest of her life.
Lol.
Even when he's no longer in the same country, she shall be teased about it. Be like, hey bitch, how's your simp?
Lord.
Where your simp at, bitch? Huh? That's what she gets for daring to exist.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Yep. Suffer. Suffer eternally.
I already am.
Yep. Your very existence must be suffering. Terrible staffs that I don't need.
Johnny, I'm the same as you. I literally shit myself every time I see him.
How do I deal with the butcher? I just kill him. I haven't encountered him tonight, but if I ever encountered the butcher, you know, with the sorcerer, yeah, nah, he's easy. I think I might have a clip that where I dealt with him. I think Boog took a clip for me. If I get a chance, I'll post it tonight. Because butcher fights are easy.
And we come against, yeah, if I with robot we come against, but I'm just the beat. I just run around in circles around robot and let him kill him.
I mean, I don't know how to explain it in simple terms, but basically just manage your cooldowns, keep your barrier up, and just shoot him in the face. Butcher is one of the few where I don't use movement techniques, I just shoot him.
I use all the movement techniques. I just run away from him.
Johnny is running my Sorc build, I think. But yeah, he never rips me in half, it's just... well, we can pray we encounter him in Uldur's Cavern. Let's go for some of that. Last dungeon of the night, folks. Thank you all very much. You guys have been very, very kind today, by the way. Just gonna say it in advance.
Shenanigans, I've only ever beaten alone once. Only once. Every time I see him, I do a Homer Simpson scream. Look at the runes on your dungeon door, that's cool. The runes on your dungeon door.
Yes.
I don't have them.
No, we both have them.
I'm telling you now. This is the first time I've ever seen them.
Okay, next time, when we are outside, right, we'll stand there and wait for a while and we'll compare. I kind of want to see it if you don't have the runes.
Boog, maybe that's why I can't fight him, because my chair is like a cloth chair. Maybe I need a plastic chair.
When I get a gaming chair, guys, I'm gonna ice y'all. To be honest, mine is at 3 out of 3. I try not to increase it more. Of course, you can increase it more if you want to, but it's pointless. And one of the only ways to increase it, if I recall, is Raiment of the Infinite. The modifier does not drop on anything else, if I recall, other than potentially your amulet. But even then, I don't really bother increasing it, because you don't really need it to deal best damage. So enemies here are about 10 levels above me, alright? Watch this for a thorough, in-depth... I'll go through a bit more in-depth of how I play the Sorcerer, yeah? What I'll do first is I'll go in, teleport as you saw there, then I'll Frost Nova everybody. This sets up for the automatic attacks from my shards, yeah? Once that occurs, I drop Blizzard, because usually the Avalanche passive will trigger, and I'm able to start Blizzarding all of my targets. This is crucial because Blizzard will basically make it so my ice shards cost less. It is one of the essential things that you're gonna need. If I ever get in trouble, I use teleport aggressively. Why? Because teleport, not only does it give you unstoppable, but it also gives you 30% damage reduction. So you want to have that for all of your, you know, bad situations. That's usually what I do, and that's what you're seeing happen here. Alright, if you're using the aspect that gives you damage reduction on your basic attack, then you must make sure that you're constantly basic attacking. Weave a basic attack in between, alright? Whatever you choose, whether it's armor or basic attack for damage reduction, you need to weave that into your combat. Also, don't forget, your basic attacks can trigger the Avalanche Key passive, which is very important to your mana sustain. This is basically how I sustain all this mana while, you know, just engaging in combat so easily. Is there another Deathless Visage for you, Rena? Now, in situations where I know that things are going to be tough, I take the opportunity to back up. Alright, I'll throw on my barriers, and then I'll try and reposition. Alright, just because you're in combat doesn't mean you have to stop moving. Always be ready to move, alright, and adjust your position as needed. It is very crucial you do this because in the upper tiers, things are going to hit you hard anyway. So you have to get used to the idea that things are going to hurt. So to stop things from hurting as much as they normally do, you just want to be sure that you can maneuver, okay, and stop your enemies. See that I'm not just spam casting ice shards. I do weave other attacks in between. Like I said, all of this is crucial to you guys getting the best possible positioning, best possible situation. Okay. So you don't need... Barber Heart is realistically all you need for damage. You don't really need more ranks in Glass Cannon and all that kind of stuff. Those type of Kiss Curse effects are not very useful anyway. It's a great booster from a passive standpoint, but I wouldn't increase it more. Because sometimes you just don't want to take the additional multiplicative damage to yourself. Rather, if you focus on increasing other types of damage that are more crucial, you will do better. Also, don't forget to buff up your glyphs. This is why Nightmare Dungeons are crucial. Alright? So all of that, you're seeing that right here. So now that you understand and I've explained the general strategy, just watch how it's applied. Teleport in. Freeze. I'm spamming my ice shards first. As soon as I get the Avalanche Key passive, I'm triggering Blizzard for massive hits everywhere. Okay, I trigger my teleport because enemies were coming in and starting to hit me. So I've got barrier and damage reduction for 3 seconds, and there you go. Blood Blister pops because I knew that I was too lazy to hit it anyway. So there you go. I've restored my health, plenty of potions on the ground if I need it. I'm using the minimum amount of potions to achieve my objective. Okay. Enemy elite in this situation, I just freeze them over, they're dead. I avoid the firebomb, and then I move on. Okay, so this is why the more streams that you attend, the easier it is for you guys to also grasp the techniques that I use, why I use them, how I use them, that kind of thing. The more you pay attention, the easier it is. There was with 3 elites, now that I'm playing faster without the explanation, you can kind of see exactly that I'm applying the same principles each time, but just without verbalizing it. It should be automatic. It should be like in your mind. It should just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this automatically. This is exactly what I'm doing. You know, I know what I'm doing. It becomes intuitive, like a mechanical skill. Muscle memory. See? Within that short span, I've already pulled off 3 different attacks. And you should know what order exact order they came in. And sometimes I'll change the order around because I need to wait for a more opportune moment to freeze everybody. So I may change the order of skills sometimes, but ultimately, I'm using the right skills at the right time and taking advantage of all the benefits of each of the different skills, which is again something that you can learn by paying attention to the skill explanations in the mid-game segment of the early and mid-game sorcerer build. The mid-game segment covers the skill rotations in very, very keen detail. So you might want to rewatch that video, and of course, don't forget to like and share it. Yeah? If you do that for me, you guys will get more content. Easy. Easy peasy breezy. In some situations, you may not have your ideal rotation. You should still be able to compensate for that, like I did just there. I didn't have my Frost Nova ready, but that should not be a hindrance to combat. You should still be able to say, okay, so I generally know my rotation. How can I modify this rotation to still do perfect in this situation? You know what I mean? Also, thanks to the multiple blizzards that I'm putting in key locations, thanks to the avalanche key passive, I'm basically freezing over everybody, triggering my other skills, triggering my other assets. Are you seeing all that? Yeah, this is how we do it. Now, if you ever get low on mana, that's okay. Easy way to solve that? Take a breather for a moment with your ice shield active. That's what your basic attack is for, those emergency situations, because even that can trigger your avalanche passive. And there you go. Cursed, well dealt with easily. Max rewards obtained. You go back to town, a rich man. Yeah. So I hope this coaching was effective. Last bit of coaching before I get to wander off. Now we'll finish the dungeon in a second, but I've just gotta get rid of all this extra stuff. Actually, this thing, Still searching for the absolute perfect item. Oof. What class is the most fun to play? For me right now, I feel it's Sorcerer. My girl will say Rogue, of course, but I prefer the Sorcerer. because Necro is great, but Necro is like pressing an I win button because they're so strong. So if you play the Necro, it's like boom, boom. I am not sure what that means, Johnny. Sorry, I'm a mouse and keyboard strictly. So, unfortunately, when it comes to people saying console stuff, I draw a blank. Yes, do you know what he's saying?
I don't look for it. So I wouldn't even know where to find it. I don't look for that kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. That is the last dungeon for tonight. Now, normally I go for a bit longer, but since I'm just recovering, I'm going to take it easy. I'm just going to take it slow. Thank you very much for joining me today. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow, you know, grinding away, doing my thing. These shorter night streams will continue for a time period until I'm fully recovered. But thank you all very much, you know. If anyone can help out Johnny, please feel free to do so even while I'm gone. The chat will remain active, by the way. Y'all can still type it in, yeah? But thank you guys very much, okay? I hope you guys have had a good show, and I hope you guys have enjoyed everything. I'll be back tomorrow morning with even more Sorcerer. We're going to cross that level 70 threshold. And I know, don't worry, late game build coming by Sunday. You guys will have it, okay? Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I will see you all tomorrow. Stay good, be good, don't explode anything while I'm gone, all right? I'll catch you in the morning. And thank you all for helping me recover and being so nice. Bye.